Ah. Da, 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 Okay, we're live. All right. Let's see here. Hello, everybody. Uh, I am trying to figure out how many people I have today. um, hold on. I have eaten today. Yes, I had cereal earlier, but I did have a normal work. Okay, one. Okay, that's. She's sick. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's traveling. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we have 9. Okay, not okay. That's fine. Okay, so today's actually gonna be a bit smaller in terms of people. Max players allowed is 15. I like shotgun invite like I'll just like message like 20, 25 people usually. Or so there's been weeks where I thought I messaged someone, I didn't message them, I feel like an idiot afterwards. So I think I've messaged them on the list. I had like 20 people. I had 11. Now we're down to 9. Uh, just someone got sick and someone has to travel in late. So we're at 9, which is fine. That's fine. Which is actually pretty good. Like as long as we're not at like 10 is manageable, but I like having outsiders. So 9's good because we have 2 outsiders. I just need to invite. I need to just do better inviting people last minute. This is a me thing. I get like anxious on inviting people last minute because I always feel like I don't know. I feel bad for inviting people like the day before or like the day of. But I should just do that. But it's like my own just like anxiety just gets annoyed. It's like it's fine. We'll do what we have. But yeah, so we're at 9 today, which is good. So if y'all like the bigger games, sorry, but like this is I like the smaller game stuff. I think it's like more intricate. You're trying to like figure out the puzzle in that regard. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of the smaller Leviathan script person when I play those in person. Like we do a lot of Lies of the Unfair at work sometimes. That's a fun script for me. But nine player TB with the Marionette Ogre I think can be really fun. Carolyn and Tony dropped out. Yeah, Carolyn and Tony dropped out. Yeah, they went to Scotland. Like, how dare they leave me? This is much better than the Traders. This is a much better game design than the Traders. I think they're a traitor, and then everyone jumps on it, and then they're not, and then that continues for 10 weeks, and then suddenly someone wins. Hooray! It's whatever. The only good gameplay I've seen on Traders is from 3, and I stand by that. In the US version, at least. Everyone else just has luck or some other random bullshit. Oh, TPI is streaming too? Oh, that's tough. Why is TPI streaming? Oh, they're mega stream. I was like, I tried to do this with them, they're not streaming. And now TPI is streaming. What the hell? Jovina, thank you for the sub for 3 months. Really appreciate that so much. Thank you. Enjoying the sources. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I've been having such a good time doing these. So I'm so glad you guys are enjoying it as well. Like that brings me a lot of joy. So let me. Okay, I want to make sure I'm inviting the right people here. Yeah, 12 is the optimal player count. Well, that's what I try and aim for. Even though I invite like 20-ish people, I expect it to be around 12. I love having over 12. I think I've had over 12 like once. So 2 M's. So if we can get like that is the ideal. Most of the time. Who's playing today? Jofo, Puya, Omer, Christian, Taryn, Lavina, Fishback. I'm pretty sure Fishback's playing. Like 95% sure he is. I didn't like get the hard confirmed yes at 2, but he said I'm most likely to be free. So Fishback most likely. Grace and Brando. So 9. And Kirsten's gonna travel in late. So that'll be 10, and then for the second game, Kirsten will be a player. Played Bossy for the first time, now I'm hooked. It's so fun. It's such a fun game. I play this so much. Alright. I need to mute myself in stream, non-stream, in Botsy first. Okay. So, Puya. Grace. Fina. Taryn. Jofo. Izzy, I've invited Izzy a few times. Every time they've been busy. But yeah, love to get Izzy and Paige both in here. But yeah, they've been just busy traveling, work. Like I think it's been like 3 or 4 times where we've been like they said yes, and then like the day or two before it's just like something came up. I'm just like no. But trust me, Izzy has been on the list since the very beginning. I can promise you that. I think, yeah, going back to the very first New Players game, Izzy was on the list, and then it had to say no. All right, who else's text? Omer's text, Kristen's text, Brando's text, Fishback's text. I did Jofo, Puya, Taryn, Lavina, Grace. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now I go text messaging. You're at episode 3 of my season. That's the last time you'll see me on the season, because the edit goes downhill from there. I kid. Not really, though. But, you know, I'm glad you're watching my season. That's fun. I love that. Come back and tell me the thoughts on it when you finish. I'd love to hear everything, how you feel about my season. It's a universally loved season. Exactly. All right. We're gonna see each other in like a month and a half, Jesse. And wait, I'm actually going further than North Carolina. Yeah, wait, I could just be North Carolina first. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Jesse, why aren't you in Clocktower? You're free, right? You're free. You can join Clocktower, right? Right? You want to join? You want in? Hop in, surely. No invite. There is an open invite for you, and you know it. Hold on. I need to message the rest of these people. And nope, not Owen. Omer, there we go. I'm good at these games. I will never accept you saying you're not good at these games, Mr. Best Player of the New Era in Survivor. I'm gonna make a Reddit post again about that on another burner account. Just kidding. By the way, it wasn't me. Just to make sure that wasn't me, Jesse. I did that. Script today: Trouble Brewing plus Marionette Ogre. So same one as last week. Still in here while I can be. Exactly. Rando, no screen peeking. What the fuck? Alright, let me see. I think I sent it to everyone. So yeah, it's 9 players today, by the way. No, Brando, don't leave. Yeah, so it's gonna be 9 players for the first game. I think was Drew busy this week? Please tell me I messaged Drew. If I did, I'm gonna actually cry. Yeah, wait, did I message him this week? Oh my god, I didn't message Drew. See, this is what I mean. I put people on the list that I can message them. Apparently, I didn't message Drew this week. So, I'm an idiot. My bad. This is why I'm not an official planner of things. But yeah, Drew was so good last week. And I'm going out of town for the next 2 weeks. So, I'll explain the schedule when I come back. But yeah, it's gonna be a, I gotta figure something out. Brando, don't scare me like that. Do not... don't scare me like that ever again.
Hey,
my heart just sank.
You're just on mute.
Who, me?
No, not you, Lavina.
Oh, okay.
I assumed you were intentionally on mute so you could talk to your chat, Dwight.
Yee.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant me. I was like, I got no chat, Grace.
Me neither.
Is this my correct mic? Hold on, let's see.
It sounds right.
Sounds right.
Yeah. It's gonna be 9 people today to start, and then Kirsten's traveling in late, which I think 9 should play very well. Should be interesting.
Who's coming in late?
Kirsten's gonna travel in late in the first game.
Got it.
Doing a podcast, but yeah, we have 9 today. A lot of people are traveling or busy with something, which I'm just like, okay.
It's the weekend after your holiday.
Yeah, I know, it's surprising.
Yeah.
I thought last week was gonna be it. massive struggle, but this one was. Let me.
How do you fix your mic? Like, how do you?
So you can hit Q, I think, and then it's chat. And then
Nice. Happy
you can
Pride,
set up your
friends.
mic in
Yes,
your
this is June 1st.
camera.
Bye, Jesse, and yeah, subscribe to me.
Hello, Brando.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Hello.
Thanks for joining.
Did that work, Lavina? Or you can hit the
Can you hear
settings
me?
log. Yeah.
Hello.
Right, I think.
You got Grace. You can hear me.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Make sure that is past the invite and everything. Okay, so rating on Pride wedding season has started. Yes. Okay, waiting on 3 more people. Yeah. So it's Christian, Taryn, and Fishback. Okay, perfect.
Omer, you look great today.
Wow.
What? Was it? Someone just dropped like a gong? Or
Someone's
something?
got a gong?
Yeah,
Hello?
what is
It was me. I was playing with the mic. I'm sorry.
it?
Do you have the treasure chest with $1 million there too, Mr. Borneo? Joe fucking O. Better not lie to me this time.
Is Omer's
I feel
audio...
like you're especially harsh.
Yes,
on
Omer's
Joko.
audio is not synced with his camera.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure.
How does
How
that
do I
even
fix
happen?
that?
Wait, now it's kind of fine. It was,
I think it might be like lagging sometimes.
yeah,
Then
it
it like
happens
catches
on
up.
it happens on mine sometimes too, but it's fine now. It was just like so distinct that
You're good now.
your mouth had not moved in 5 seconds and you were speaking, and I was so confused when I looked down who was
Oh.
talking. But it's fine now, or it's much closer.
When is Carolyn/Carson showing up?
They canceled on me last minute. It's crazy. Someone went to Scotland. How rude of them. Can't believe that.
Oh.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Alleged.
Yeah, we don't
Not
know.
allegedly, it's true.
Yeah, it was on the leaked account.
Legally,
so-
it's true.
Yeah. If reality TV fan says it, it's true.
Wait, Brando, where are you in your Gabon rewatch? I need to know.
I watched...
I actually don't know
let
the
me
name.
see.
I
Let
wish
me
I
look
did.
at the
and I
episode.
I love
Survivor. Rewatch or watch.
Was not online.
It's so
It's-
good. It's top 5.
It's technically a rewatch because I've seen the first 5 or 6 episodes, I think 2 or 3 times. But then I never make it past that because I always get distracted.
Who replied to you on Twitter?
Wait, you
Was
have
it-
trouble getting past episode 5? What?
Let me see which episode.
Did Kenny? Was it Kenny who was telling you that it was because of the
Yeah.
outfits? And you said, "Why don't
Fuck
we just
you,
skip
Homer.
these?"
It's not nice. It was too
Oh, yeah, it was-
quick too. It was like you were waiting for it.
I sent Ken an apology in the DMs. I was like, I was just baiting. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Coward.
I haven't started episode 5 yet. I watched 1 through 4.
Mia, thanks for the sub. For 3 months.
Oh,
Appreciate
so
it
you
so
saw?
much.
You know who
Thank
really
you.
deserved to go home? Jackie.
Oh,
And
Adam
Kelly got her
Clocktower, there you go.
revenge.
Ooh, interesting.
I don't
I'll
remember
check.
anything. I'm gonna be so
I
real
think
with
that's
you.
one they would-
I
You just watched it.
too. I know. I'm so
Anybody?
bad. I'm so bad.
Tony. I feel like
Do you think
they were
Jillian's
yeah,
gonna
that
return
lines
for
up.
50? Do you think?
Yes.
I hope so. Is Brando even watching, or is this a bunch of elephant dung? That's what I'd like to know.
Wait, if I could share my screen, I would. They got the blue bars on the bottom on Paramount Plus. I swear.
Oh,
I was working at the same time.
We're talking
Chris
Gabon?
Underwood?
What's going
I
on
don't-
here?
yeah.
Yeah.
Brando's watching
Well,
Gabon and
this is
how
Trader's
pre
challenge. That would not
old
matter.
era Survivor
I can see
is
that.
easier than new era.
It's
Oh
just,
wait,
you
guys,
know,
I'm also
my-
not on
is
the
this
scene.
your is
Oh.
There's no brain here.
It'll
by
be
the
my
way.
first
I don't
time
think.
making it to the merge. If I make it to the merge,
Right over everyone else?
I haven't
Then you'll
watched.
be dateable.
Yeah, that'll be dateable. I haven't watched past
Season
episode
50?
5 before. I think, but we're working on it.
Who gets voted out in episode 5 that you were like, oh,
Okay.
man, can't watch?
Is that
it?
better, chat? I'm not sure.
I
how to
don't know.
change this.
I'm gonna
I don't
look
remember.
At it. I'm gonna look up.
I turned down
Well,
desktop audio.
he was inspired by GC quitting in episode 5, so then he quit this.
Yeah,
I was
it's like,
going to turn
I'm
to
out.
Homer. He would know who went home in episode 5, I think.
Yeah.
Episode
Jesus.
5 of 45. I got you, but
Wait, there's quitters in both episodes. Oh no, not episode 5. Never mind.
not episode 5. I don't think I quit. Did I quit?
By the way,
No.
Brando, I tasted the Mewtwo. Yeah, I agree. It was a little weird. It wasn't my favorite.
Lavina was
yeah,
a big
yeah, yeah.
Gabon fan. So
Little
many white
gamey.
men.
Gamey.
What?
Good word for it.
How is
Lavina
this?
was a big Gabon fan. She loved old era
Yeah.
Survivor because of all the
Is
white
this
men.
fine, guys? Can y'all hear me at all? Chat.
He's just saying anything.
We're gonna
You
just
made
run
that
with this.
up.
I don't know.
I will say, when I watched, I feel like I was in a weird bubble watching
Okay.
the vote. I had none of the same opinions as anyone else.
Wait, what was your opinion? Were you an Onion fan, Christian? Because you're canceled if so.
No, I'll tell you what I thought was really interesting. There was that one episode where Bob, there was like the idol play that was going to not be an idol play, where Kenny and Crystal were going to try to reverse Uno on it. That was one of the most interesting things I had ever seen on the show.
It was. Yeah.
And I remember watching that at the time. I was like, how is Jeff Probst going to even introduce what happened next week? And literally, it was just like step 1, step 2, step 3. I'm like, that's cool. Now, none of Gabon built up to that any meaningful. I know, but whatever.
It just sucks that Gabon was followed by such a crappy season. Am I right?
Okay.
Can I put my earbuds back in?
Oh no. Anyways, before Omer pisses off more people, the script, guys, is like Trouble Brewing, but I added 2 characters. One is the marionette. If anyone doesn't know what the marionette is, it's a minion. You think you are a good character, but you are not. The demon knows who you are, and your neighbor's the demon. All the marionette means is that if I put that minion in the game, there will be no like red token passed out as a minion. It will just be everyone will have a blue token except for the demon. But one person that neighbors the demon, I will make you the marionette. You are actually on the evil team, and your ability will not work. So basically, the demon, you're kind of being strung along by the demon, but you're on the evil team. They'll probably tell you they're the marionette pretty early on just to get you on their side. But the reason
Is that why Christian and Steven have been exchanging messages already?
I haven't passed out roles yet, but yeah.
He's my marionette. He is my marionette, yeah.
But yeah, it's up to you how you want to play it. You can tell people early on you're the marionette. You can tell people later in the game. If you're a minion, you can lie and tell your neighbors they're marionette. It's such a strong minion because of the plays it opens up for the evil team. So it's up to you how you want to do that. The other character, in Trouble Brewing, the butler has been removed. I removed the butler entirely. I don't like it. It's called the Ogre. On your first night, choose a player that is not yourself. You become their alignment immediately. You do not know which team, though. And even if drunk or poisoned. So basically, your first night, you will choose someone. That person is now your best friend forever. You are on their team. Whatever team they're on, you are on their team no matter what. But you don't get to know what team that is. So you can go tell them you're the ogre that picked them. If they trust you enough, they can tell you what they are. But also, you could be lying and trying to bait out an evil person. There's a lot of plays with the ogre as well. So it's up to you guys, once again, how you want to figure out how you want to play this. There are 2 special rules with the ogre because of how it interacts characters on the script. The ogre and the spy. Because the spy can only register as good or evil, if the ogre picks the spy will always register as evil in that interaction. So an ogre picking a spy will be an evil ogre no matter what. And the ogre picking the recluse. So this one is more so because part of the ogre's ability is the ogre has to figure out what team they're on, like if they aren't told explicitly, like by interactions, figure out how people are behaving. But picking the recluse, there's no real way to ever tell because the recluse is playing for the good team, but you could be evil and there's no way that you figure it out. So if the ogre picks the recluse and I register the recluse as evil, the ogre learns immediately that they are on the evil team. This is so they don't have to play a guessing game of if they pick the recluse, they have to figure out what I chose for them. They don't have to do that. If they pick the recluse and they're evil, they'll be told they're evil. If they pick the recluse and I leave them as good, they have to figure that out naturally. So yeah, it's up to them on how that it wants to be played. Okay, I'm just reading chat. Okay, whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna pass out roles then, and y'all feel free to talk for a minute or two. It shouldn't take too long. There's only not too many left to choose, but yeah, feel free to talk. Like just set this up.
I'll be right back.
All right.
I wonder if Dwight will put the
Steven
ogre.
said, I ain't talking to you, stupid losers. Get out.
You nerds with your glasses.
I was gonna say, cool, love the specs.
Thank you.
Feeling threatened.
I mean, I saw the group.
Chat, I'm just gonna do it randomly today, I think. So I'm just gonna.
People were kind of losing their mind that
No.
Rob was wearing glasses
Okay.
on a podcast.
Rob has glasses?
Yeah, Rob wears
has
glasses. Yeah.
Well, he's old. Of course he wears glasses.
Cool.
Oh. I'm only blind, like, from distance. I can see this. I can see y'all.
Right.
That's why I'm not wearing mine.
Mine are
do
blue
have
like
glasses.
Dude, I'm not sure how I like
Yeah,
the.
you do have glasses, Lavina?
Yeah, I have
Huh?
the. I'm the.
You have
Yeah, I do.
But
No,
Let me consider.
I'm the only one that doesn't have any glasses at all. Then
You
Yeah,
don't got
I'm
any
gonna
blue
look
Okay,
at
glasses?
Flex,
Because
what
that's
the hell?
what these
I got
are.
nothing.
That reeks of white privilege.
This
dude.
is, okay.
Wait, I have.
I always buy blue light. I always
Over.
buy blue light glasses. Are they real? Is it
I
actually
think it's
helping
a
out?
scam. It just I like the look.
Oh, investigator's gonna be the drunk
That's
here.
what I'm also
basically,
like
no matter what.
it, so I'm the same as Lavina, but I then have blue light.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with random.
But I think it
I
might
did
be
random. I'm gonna
solid
stick with it.
My chat is saying Dwight is a little bit low, and I think I know and it must be tuning him out somehow. Maybe, normally I just do that myself with my own brain. Is there a way to just up one person's audio on this?
I don't think on
yes,
this you can.
there is.
Or is there?
There is. So if you click on if you click on the like
There.
connection Wi-Fi bars in the top right,
IKEA glasses.
you should see like everyone's name like under like storytelling players. Click on the player's name. You can turn up their audio individually.
Oh shit.
Oh.
You are at 100%.
What?
Sir.
Oh, you
Oh.
can hide someone's camera if you don't like it.
Yeah, but I have yours hidden.
So I'm hiding all
Oh
y'all.
yeah, actually, let me get on that one.
I hide Puya so I don't get distracted by the lights in the background and trying to read into those.
I mean, look, they're red right now, so do with
I
that
thought you were gonna say his
information what
girthiness, Brando.
Oh,
you will.
Even
Am I
worse.
Dwight? What am I,
That's
Dwight?
Dwight.
Or
What?
Steven, is Fishback Dwight Knight? Are we orange because we're? That's probably Patreon, right? Steven, are you a Patreon?
Good team. Good team is orange.
Good team.
Yes. Yeah. Wait, yeah. We're yeah. I'm Patreon.
Wow. We're the rich people.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Oh, way to call us broke.
Can I do this? Are we doing already
Wait,
chats?
where's Liz?
Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Listen.
Listen. Wait, are they in private already?
Wait, what are they doing?
No,
What are they
no,
doing?
they shouldn't be able to do that.
Wait, what are they doing already? Hold on.
So when I met Liz in Chicago, she was at the patron meet and greet. She had a name
I'll
tag
grab
that
him in a
said,
second.
Rumored millionaire Liz.
They can't be
Wilcox, and
talking
then
roles
when it said
anyways,
Pronouns.
so I'm not
it just
concerned about
had
that.
Dollar signs.
All right, I'm gonna.
And I think that's way funnier now, knowing that she's not.
She should have been
feeling
rich
sad,
slash bitch. That would have been great.
You know, doing a plan. Anyway.
What are y'all doing in here?
There was no information being exchanged. Christian invited me to a chat just to say hi.
Yeah.
And now we're so sus. Now
Yeah.
it's terrible.
All right. Oh,
All right,
no
bye.
worries.
Very far.
What are
away
y'all
from
doing in
the-
here?
We're catching up. I thought it was allowed.
No. Well, I can't stop catching
not?
up, but yeah,
Yay!
I've lost control.
You
have.
I just want to say hello to my friends and like outside of the craziness of the chat.
We love that. That's so nice.
I think you probably.
All right.
All right.
All right. Fun's over. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
hold on.
I don't
All
want
good.
to agree, but also.
I think. Okay. Good night. First night starting. Bye.
Good
Bye,
night.
Dwight.
Oh gosh. All right.
Scary.
Should we all like have a collective like scream, and then if someone goes silent, then no, that's how you'll know.
I like
You
that.
want to keep see how long you can hold a tone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna record a 2-minute scream.
He's literally first in the night order. Like, why is he doing this?
I'm
You're
gonna play the
meditating the
Wilhelm.
scream.
I'm gonna play
Yeah.
the Wilhelm scream over and over.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello.
Was it a
Hi.
bolt?
So
Is it
Go ahead.
bold choice to say that when you're first going in the night because you're the minion?
I know. Well, I figured it actually kind of inoculated me. I was
Yeah.
thinking like nobody's going to think the guy who's suggesting the scream is, out of the game.
Love that. All right, so your demon, which is part of why I had a mini heart attack, is Christian. Yeah, that's all. I was like,
That's
why are
awesome.
they talking already? I was so concerned.
Oh no! Truly, I was like, no information. I almost
Yeah.
like said something, and I was like, I don't even want to like. I don't want to. I don't even want to like pretend. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
that
want
is
to lie to you.
hilarious though. So yeah, that's your
That's
demon.
very funny.
And yeah.
Oh, they're totally going to think that we were. Everyone after the fact is going to be like, oh, you guys were.
Yeah, and also there's no way for y'all to have known because y'all can't. He didn't know his minion yet, so it's just like coincidence. But yeah,
it was just totally random. Yeah, it's very funny.
But yeah.
And so that's it. It's just like
that's
right.
all-
There's just two. Okay, cool.
Yeah, all you get, and then he'll tell you the bluffs, of course, when he gets those. But yeah, that's all you learn right now.
Thanks, Fred.
Thank you. Yo.
Hello.
You're the imp. Your minion, which is why I was having a slight panic attack at the beginning, is Steven Fishback.
Okay, my minion is Steven Fishback. I don't necessarily know what kind of minion he is. He just
He
is.
is your minion, and I'm not telling you that he is the marionette. So keep that in mind.
Okay. you're not telling me that. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
And your bluffs are ogre.
Okay. Sorry, give me a second. I apologize. Yeah. So, ogre. Okay.
Yeah. Ogre, chef, Ravenkeeper.
Ravenkeeper. Now, does the ogre ability trigger after a lot of the is it the last thing of the night?
Ogre is the very last thing in the night. Yes.
Ogre is the very last thing in the night. So people might, if they register me as evil, I can't claim it was an ogre thing. Anyway, okay, all right, it's good to know. Ogre, chef, Ravenkeeper, right?
Yep, and ogre is only on the first night. Keep that in mind. So you'll pick on the end of the first night, and going forward, you don't pick again.
Got it. Thank you.
Of course. All right, so washerwoman. I think I'm gonna show. The virgin is gonna be hard confirmed, anyways. I will say virgin, drunk, undertaker can be very concerning later. But I think I'm gonna show the mayor because I don't want to show empath. That's too much info for sure. I don't want to show undertaker, and I can't show. Yeah, I have to go mayor. The other two are just too strong. So yeah, I'm gonna show mayor to him. Hello.
Hello.
All right. I would like to inform you that one of Lavina or Jofo is the mayor.
Okay, and I would like to inform you that I do not buy that I'm the washerwoman.
All right then.
Okay.
I understand. I see.
Are you wearing a shirt underneath that hoodie?
Why call me out like this? Why would you call me out like this? That is so rude of you. This is why I have not left my apartment. I need to throw something on before stream hoodie. And you call me out in 2 seconds.
Listen, you're talking to the hoodie connoisseur. I know exactly how a hoodie looks.
I was like, oh, like I almost went live. I was like, wait, I need to put something on myself. I'll just like threw this on. Said, it'll be fine. No one's noticed in the past few weeks.
Hilarious if you were just topless. You're just like, yep, I'm here.
Yeah, that would be a very interesting start to the stream. We're like, well, what are you doing? I'm like, guys, my bad. Survivor habits came back. Okay. All right. Thank you. Oh, jeez. Amanda! I could frame a marionette. I didn't think about that. I could do Grace and Brando as marionette. And leave Taryn alone. Yeah, I could do Grace and Brando marionette, frame one of Lavina or Jofa as a mayor bluff. Would you ever say so mayor and best things? Probably not Curb, but would Omer know that? Grace will be confirmed? True. I cannot show Taryn as a marionette. I think I'm going to stick with Taryn or Brando as spy. Frames Brando possibly later. Frames Taryn as a liar. I might stick with what I have. Let's stick with what I have. Favorite explain to marionette Taryn. I like that. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll stick with spy on these two. Yeah, we'll go for it. Yeah, I'll stick with spy. But if Fishback has to quickly realize Omer's the drunk, if he lies to Taryn like this, so that's concern. Oh my god, I hate this. I hate knowing what they're doing. If I show Taryn as Mario that sells the world. I could show Mary. What's over reveals that? Fisher's gonna claim Ravenkeeper. Okay. Christian's gonna tell Omer he chose him as Ogre. Alright. What do you think? Do you think I'd do the marionette thing? I don't know what the right play here is because I want to help evil out and I know what they're doing. Go for the marionette play. Yes, no. They always met another. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with what I know, and they'll probably figure he's the drunk anyways. Yeah, I'm just gonna do spy on these two. I'm gonna stick with. I don't want to frame Taryn. I mean, I don't want to fuck over Steven immediately like that. Even though he's planning on it, I think he might. It could backfire quite hard. Yeah. Yo.
Hello.
You learn that one of Taryn or Brando is the spy.
Okay, but if I'm poisoned, could that be wrong?
Yeah, 100%. If you're poisoned.
But I won't get told again what's right.
Yeah, if you're poisoned or drunk on the first night as a start knowing roll, you're just fucked, basically.
Okay, Brando or Taryn, gotcha. Bye.
Yep. Okay, hopefully I answered that with a calm face. Yo.
What up?
0.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you. Alright, I think that's everyone. Alright, so we have... I'm going to go ahead and write this down here. Christian is claiming Ogre. Fishback is claiming Ravenkeeper. Yeah. I naturally don't align these people, which is great. Right.
My mouth.
That's anti.
Good morning, everybody. I have died. What a shame. Please mourn my death. Anyways, you have 5 minutes. Go crazy.
Does anyone have any first night info that they'd like to share?
I'm getting spammed with Google Chrome notifications, and I need to figure this out.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I send that from my company laptop.
What? Google Chrome has notifications? How do I do this?
Omer and Christian went into a room really, really quick.
No, Christian's...
Right? Isn't that who they're... Are they... Is that...
No, Taryn and Steven went into a room.
Yeah.
Taryn and Steven went in
help.
second. Christian and Omer went first.
All right, Levine, I'm going to send you a thing.
I requested it.
I am the imp, and you are my marionette.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fun.
Can you tell me what your assigned townsfolk is?
Well, I'm not a townsfolk. I'm
You're an outsider?
outsider.
Yeah. What's your assigned outsider?
I'm ironically the saint.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That's very great. Okay, good. So you're sort of like you're kind of, can't be touched. This is great news. This is great news. Okay. And I am going to go as Ravenkeeper.
Okay.
I just feel like it made sense to tell you. Like, honestly, I don't think it makes sense to like keep you in the dark about it, because I feel like that is only going to like. There's only one minion on the script, so like then I'd basically be operating solo.
Right. Dwight, if I'm the marionette and I'm an outsider, does that mean I don't count as an outsider?
So base setup in the bag is what I'm putting in to start, but a marionette can override an outsider in the bag and become a minion. So like
right.
I would basically
are there two? If I count as one, do the other two then don't? There's now 2 more.
No. So let's say a marionette game. There would be in this setup there would be 5 townsfolk, 2 outsiders, 1 demon. I'd put an extra townsfolk to replace the marionette. So it'd be 6 townsfolk, 2 outsiders in the bag, and then in this case, an outsider could become a marionette. So effectively, it's 6 townsfolk, 1 outsider, 1 minion.
One of the outsiders.
It doesn't affect the count of either the townsfolk or the outsider, but
basically if an outsider becomes a marionette, it's essentially -1 outsider, just on the fact that the outsider being converted to the marionette. But the game started with 5 townsfolk, 2 outsiders in the bag, unless a baron wasn't play, and it'd be 4. But
okay,
it's possible. It's the biggest thing I want to say here. It's possible. I should have just said that. Anyways, have fun. Talk. Bye.
Yeah.
Foe is most likely your marionette, and then you can message them or contact them and tell them. But for me, usually when you go into a private with your neighbor, it can be suspicious a little bit, depending on if they were messaging a lot or not. But the problem is I'm sat next to 2 ultimate wildcards that I cannot read to save my life. So it's like Omer can do whatever he wants and say whatever he wants. I just don't trust him. Like, if I was his marionette, I wouldn't buy it. If he told me anything, I can't buy it. So
they were talking so much overnight, and they jumped into a room immediately together, Christian and Omer.
Were they messaging a lot? So he was messaging me, and he was like, "What's our play? What are we doing?" And I was like, "Playing to win." Because I was like, "Are you trying to make it seem like I'm your marionette?" Because I don't trust that. Jofo, I fully believe Lavina.
I do too.
Okay, what is your role?
I'm the empath, so I'm good with Lavina and Brando.
The empath, you're good with Lavina and Brand. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like your neighbors.
Yeah, I'm cool with my neighbors, based on what I learned.
Okay.
I think what we need to look out for in the overnight is how much messaging is going back and forth between neighbors, especially with the first round. I feel like this has been, first of all, I broke my own rule. I didn't just sit there and watch people talk, so I don't really have a lot of information on who I think is suspicious. How was your conversation with Brando, Jofo?
Fine. I trust him.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, unless I'm drunk.
Or we could confirm someone's goodness, I guess. They have to be a townsfolk. So not goodness, they're townsfolkiness. Yeah. Anyway, you have nothing else? Nothing?
I mean, I
was mostly hoping I was your minion. That's what I was hoping.
Oh, no.
But I think you would have chatted with me first. So.
Yeah.
No.
I would not trigger if I nominated you.
Okay. Good to know. Okay, well, that's good. All right.
So.
All right, bye.
Yeah.
That's I feel like that's a lot of information. Once per game, good ability.
Okay.
What do you got? What do you got for me?
I think that I will find out some information in a short amount of time, and we could go from there. Yeah.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say you should trust your neighbors.
Christian, he's in this chat. Christian is right here.
Well, maybe.
It's so what? Have we submitted a thing that you can't just automatically bring people back into the main room? There should absolutely be a command.
The issue with if they put that in is if I pull someone out as saying something crucial to someone, is like reeling the team they're on, it could be very bad. So I can see why that's not a thing. If I could immediately.
Well, that's their fault.
That's their fault. Well, there is a
come back, be muted.
Yeah, there's a roundabout way to do that, but I just haven't done it. Like I could trigger. Yeah, I could trigger the knight immediately, and that pulls people out, but I'm not gonna do that. Anyways, y'all have. First day, you have a bit more time than usual. Feel free to talk about what you want to do.
Can you add friends on Blood on the Clocktower?
Oh.
Maybe that's where my notifications are coming from. Sorry.
Are there any first night info roles that want to share?
I'll tell you who's being sus. I'll tell you that right now. It's not conscionable information, but Taryn is fake as fuck. I can tell right now. I can tell. I can just sense
it's not
it.
solid information, but fuck that guy. He's very, very much.
I'm just saying, keep your ears erect.
I tried to request you back, and you were busy.
There's long chats.
Does anyone have any like chef info or anything? Things that are like just like that are comfortable sharing it. That way we can actually narrow things down.
Lavina, what do you have to say for yourself?
I don't know because I hardly know how to play.
That's convenient.
Yeah, that's a good excuse.
Well, can you tell us what Jofo just messaged you via private message? We just saw that whisper.
He just complimented my hair, and I said, "Thanks, Jofo. That's so kind of you."
You actually didn't type anything. You actually didn't type anything back, so you actually didn't say that. So why are you lying now?
Okay. Well. Did you see that? You're wasting time on me. Go.
Is Christian and Taryn like actually based on something, or it's just are you joking? It's hard to tell.
When is Omer's?
Oh no! I just feel something with Taryn is off. However, I'm open to being wrong.
What were you actually talking about so much, Omer?
I didn't even interact with you.
That's probably good for you to be open to being wrong.
Everybody needs to be watchful of Taryn, and I'm just saying be careful.
Omer, what were you and Christian talking about?
What Christian and I were talking about doesn't concern you at the moment, so motherfucking O.
Hey, I'm gonna put out some information. As in the game being told that one of Lavina or Jofo is the mayor. I have that. That was my information.
Hi, Christian.
Hello, it's good to see you all. Sorry. Who is the one of the two was the mayor?
Yeah, one of Lavina or Jofo.
Lavina or Jofo. That's helpful.
Does Puya typically claim things that are true on first night or first day, or is that a
He's 50-50. He actually is good enough for that, for not doing that necessarily.
Wait, isn't it a bad thing for Puya to out that though?
I'd say he normally would do it privately.
Puya told me I was the marionette once and I wasn't, and it didn't end well.
That was a very confusing game.
For who?
So the only thing I'm about, Yeah, if Taryn's saying it's unusual for him to do it publicly, but it's not the worst I mean, that's literally what was asked before. Was if anybody had any information.
No one else came up with any info, and I don't get any
But
more.
why would you reveal that when that could be used by the baddies for their own purposes?
Go nuts. If you want to get rid of one of the two of them, go nuts. Like I really don't think it's that deep.
He's not
especially
revealing
Mayor.
anything.
So,
I mean,
He didn't say which one of us it
yeah,
was.
But also suspicious.
Yeah.
I mean, if true.
I don't know how Dwight feels about muddying the story.
Brandon's literally shifting in his seat. I'd love to hear if he has any thoughts.
I was drinking water and putting it back like this.
How dare you?
Sorry for being hydrated. My bad. My thoughts are I don't have any information yet, but I think maybe someday I will. Taryn, Taryn hasn't been bad in a while, and we all know that statistically that means that
Taryn was at 3 straight games last week.
No. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's been a whole week since we played, Taryn.
Yeah. It's been less than 7 days.
I find it a little weird that Christian's not detectiving, just knowing how Christian plays other games.
I'm literally asking Brandon what he's up to. We have no idea.
Christian, how do you feel about Omer?
I think that Omer.
Damn, who was typing?
Damn, let me type.
I talked to him for a bit. And
Oh, that's you.
You said you trust Omer? You think you feel okay?
Should we nominate
My conversation so far.
Does anyone want to nominate?
In a 9-person game, should we be nominating someone?
Yep, I'm nominating Taryn right now.
Omer nominates Taryn. Tell me why.
Because I just feel a sus vibe. I'm open. Taryn, the onus is on you to actually make me believe you.
Taryn,
You
your
know
defense.
what? I disagree.
I'm convinced.
Oh, you
The
disagree.
onus is on you because it would be a bad idea to vote me out.
And why is it? Well, okay, well, why would it be a bad idea to vote you out?
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I would say we should not vote out Taryn.
All right,
Sounds like
is that the defense?
So, I have information that would corroborate what this is a reasonable choice. Let me just say that.
Taryn, did you have a defense? I didn't catch that.
To vote out Taryn, Christian? Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, Dwight.
Okay.
I don't feel strongly about it. I'm just saying information has come my way that I don't think
Let's
they
hear
want
it.
to reveal where it came
Yeah,
from.
no, that's interesting.
So,
That would actually be very valuable, I think, if we figured out where that information is coming from.
It probably
No
came from
vagueness.
Omer.
I'm trying to do a
Tell
tactical
us.
way to say this, so that way it doesn't reveal what's in the game and who said. I definitely won't reveal who said it, but it would that there's a 50-50 shot that you are a role we should definitely get rid of.
All right, Taryn, your defense.
Well, I'm not, and you definitely shouldn't vote me out.
Well, what's your role then? Tell
I'd
us.
be curious to see who the other 50-50 on that shot is, because
That's a fair question.
I'll
Tell us
run
a lot.
I'll run the vote for Taryn starting now.
So I feel like
I think that info had to come from Omer.
yeah, it's Omer or Steven because they had a 3-way chat, right? Christian, Omer, and Steven had a chat.
And Omer and Christian talked to me.
Omer didn't even vote.
Y'all didn't even vote.
All right,
What was
zero,
this?
This is the, I'll give you like
Actually, Taryn convinced me.
I'll give you
weirdly.
like 20 more seconds to nominate. This was the end of the day.
Well,
I nominate Omer.
Omer.
All right, I heard Puya first. Puya, tell me why.
The man's a walking liability and just casts doubt everywhere.
All
I
right.
literally have been having your back this whole time in chats. I've been telling people you were good. So, F
have
you,
nothing to
daddy.
base that off of. I could be bad as fuck. You don't know.
All right, Omer, your
Okay.
defense.
I understand how being antagonistic could result in me being voted out here. I don't think it's in the best interest of the group. However, do as you please.
All right, I'll run the vote for Omer starting now.
Jofo,
What?
I thought we were cool.
Do you see that, Omer? I didn't.
Yeah, I
vote.
saw it.
4
Thank you.
votes is not enough. Any other nominations today? Give you 10 seconds.
I'd like to know who voted for me, though.
It was
voted for
Grace,
you.
me, Brando, and
It was
Puya.
on the screen.
It's the whole right side of the board.
All right,
Interesting.
no one's executed.
No.
No one dies. Go to sleep.
But I wanted to talk to Steven.
Do it now. He's right here.
I'm here. I'm right here.
For now.
Wait,
I might not be here in 30 seconds.
Oh no.
Homer, that's Christian.
I meant because Dwight might pull you, and not because someone's gonna kill you. My God, it was not a threat. I promise.
Wow, it sounds like a threat. Now we know. If something happens to me tonight, we know who's responsible.
Listen, I remember what you said about nerds on RHAP. All right, I was listening.
Yeah. We need more hunky, cool kids. I believe that.
No, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Hunky, cool kids.
Yeah. I mean, Brando, the nerd doesn't want to be on a season full of nerds. Like nobody wants that.
What do you mean? You don't think that being on a tribe with Drew?
Yo.
Hey there. Sorry, I've never had to kill before in my life. So
All good.
give me a second.
It's first for everything. We love a little bit of murder. It's great.
Yeah. 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 Sorry, I missed the request. I'm gonna go for Lavina.
Lavina. All right. Sounds good. Thank you very much. All right. So, going after Lavina immediately as the mayor. I cannot kill the mayor off that. Kirsten, I'm not killing Lavina. Don't worry. The girlies are staying safe. She's the mayor. It's gonna bounce. I need to figure out to who. Brando, I was leaning towards. Okay. There's two things I have in mind here. One, I could bounce this to Brando to prevent the drunk from ever being discovered. Two, I could bounce it to Puya, and that's harmless for good. I'm leaning more so killing Brando. Puya did out her. The issue is Puya outing who the mayor was is bad for the good team, and I need to reward evil for that. So killing Puya is the least consequential thing, and there should be consequences for doing that immediately. So I think I kill Brando here. Yeah, also good to execute on day one. Undertaker, Brando didn't push that. Just they're gonna learn. I think that's the Christian says on Brando with Omer. I killed Jofo. Oh, Brando is a frame. Oh yeah, Omer seeing Spy. That's an issue. The issue is I don't want the Undertaker getting discovered later. Spy would not die night 2. So yeah, Taryn, Brando. If I kill Brando, the Spy would know who was seen. Actually, I might have to kill Jofo here. Jofo's a good info roll, and it tells Christian who the mayor is. If I kill Jofo. Yeah, actually, yeah. Killing Jofo tells Christian who the mayor is. Because Puya revealed that. Yeah, Jofo's best for a spy world. Yep, I'm gonna do that. Right, Jofo dies. Jofo dies first in all my games. I am actually the worst. Okay, well, he's dead. And that is the only information tonight. Yeah, Jofo's trusted. And Puya got Jofo killed, basically. Christian will know who the mayor... Exactly. Christian will immediately know who the mayor was. The first day of Pride! Wait a second. Yeah, am I getting canceled? I willingly killed... Yeah, I'm getting canceled. It's over. Matt, no! Matt! Matt! Puya did this. Christian did this. I am merely the facilitator. Yeah, hey Christian.
Hey, I'm sorry to bother. I'm trying to put like tokens and things on the interface here, and I don't know how to do it. I'm like frantically scrambling on my iPad here.
You'll click on the little yellow circle, the blank token, and then you should see after you click on that the change character option, and you should be able to.
Does it work at night?
It should work at night as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'll try it.
Of
Thank
course.
you so much.
Yep. Okay. It's fine. I gotta answer the list when the game's over. I gotta answer the Jofo about this. Matt, say nothing. I explain what happened. It wasn't. I explained the logic. You have to believe me. I wouldn't do this willingly. Anyways, I'm an ally. Anyways, bye.
Or so.
Oh my god.
Good morning, Jofo dead.
Huh. Jofo's dead?
Jofo's dead.
Don't act surprised, Omer.
Do you want to tell us what you are, or any info?
I was
that
the
you can give us?
empath. I had doubles. I had 0 the first night, nothing second night. obviously.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, you had say that again? How many did you?
I had 0 the first night.
Okay, and then the second night, and nothing. You're dead.
I didn't learn anything the second night because Puya decided to tell everyone that what my role might have been.
Okay, hopefully that causes some
Jofo,
chaos.
I miss you.
Sold on it anymore. You know.
Okay. What did you talk to Christian about?
What did I talk to Christian about? I talked to Christian about my suspicions of you. Tried to get some information on what Christian was. He was being a bit cagey, but I did tell him that I was good, and he seemed to believe me.
Because he said that there was a 50-50, which implies that a role had some kind of...
He did not tell me who the other 50-50 was.
Okay. Maybe I'll talk to Christian then.
Okay. Actually, I needed to talk to him too, so let's do that.
Should we just bring him in?
Yeah, how do we do that?
Actually don't know.
Dwight, help us.
Oh, trying to invite someone to an existing chat. Yes, just either of you hit enter, invite him. It'll invite him to
It's
this.
not letting me click on him.
You want him to invite him? Who am I inviting here?
He's in a chat already.
Yeah, you can try.
Christian? Oh wait, I can't. LOL.
Yeah, maybe because he's in a chat.
That's probably it.
Okay, well, we'll need to chat with him, and then we'll get back to each other.
Okay.
Yes.
I just wanted to curse you for having an odd number of people because now I'm just stuck and nobody's letting me into a chat. Dwight.
Oh,
That's it. Bye.
Oh, understandable. Bye. Okay. Oh, wait, I was muted. Damn, that's crazy. I couldn't even get my words in. Damn.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And right. I'm sorry. You get the mayor claims. Lavina or Jofo is the mayor. So, Jofo not the mayor though.
Allegedly.
Or claiming not the mayor. So that means either you're the drunk or Lavina is the mayor. Or there's a poisoner, right? So there also could be.
And all my info from the beginning was washed. Yeah, that could definitely be the case.
Right. I mean, I would poison you. Okay. I would. Who would but really, like, who would you poison in this game if you were the poisoner?
If I was the poisoner, my instinct is immediately to poison Taryn.
Taryn, yeah. Okay.
Because I feel like Taryn's someone who, especially when he's good, he's a big voice of reason, and people will listen to what he has to say. So if I give him faulty info in the beginning, that'll throw people off. Or at least his info will be faulty. So if he pushes a world or narrative, it could be wrong from the get-go. Right.
Okay. I'm a once a day. I mean, I sort of trust you, but I don't obviously. I'm powerful I'm a once a game ability that is powerful and probably will not happen until a little bit later, I hope. or I guess I don't know. All right. I'll talk to you soon. All right.
Quick question before you leave, Steven. So how did you feel about the Christian and Omer combo you were in? How did they seem?
I thought it was fine.
Honestly, I don't have that information, or if I did, I'm not sure if I could reveal it at this stage.
You know what? Screw it. I trust Taryn.
Taryn alone.
I trust.
You trust?
Yeah. I trust both of you. It's the spy. Bye.
Okay. All right. I didn't know. Okay. All right. He told you that. Okay. I didn't know if I could reveal that. So he's the investigator. He told me he's the investigator. Now Omer is good at these. I didn't want to reveal it in front of Omer. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. If Omer feels good at you and it's information role, I somehow doubt that. I don't know. You could be bad. There's no reason you couldn't both be bad. You could be the demon and he could be the minion.
I mean, that seems unlikely to me.
Oh my God! Shut up. Clear yourself with me.
You clear yourself with me.
No, I have a plan. You'll see in about 27 seconds.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die right now. Why do you
think you're gonna die?
Because Jofo was killed. Puya's information that he blurted out in the first round about either of us.
Yeah,
so it's one or the other. It's
okay.
50-50.
Brando's bad. Brando's bad.
Why?
Because I know that either he or Taryn are bad.
Okay.
And I trust Taryn.
Wow. Okay.
Keep that to yourself.
I'll hold
only
on to
Kristen
it.
knows.
Okay. Fine.
What they're getting here.
Why isn't Puya
Oh,
here?
wait, I need to get them out. Hey, hey.
Okay, bye.
Kick him.
All right.
I didn't hear the big gong.
All
I
good.
didn't hear it. Was it?
We
it
know
on?
it's not
Yeah.
your
Oh
fault,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I just didn't hear it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
Okay,
yeah.
8 alive. It takes 4 to execute. You have time. Talk.
Brando.
Yeah.
Do you have anything useful or no?
Not yet.
But
maybe someday.
I thought you said you were gonna get some last night.
I said I thought I would, and I didn't.
Not what he said.
Which I think
So-
gives away my role pretty clearly.
Wait,
I
Jofo,
want to say,
are you
just
backing him up?
in terms of deductive reasoning here, okay? Jofo, I know
What
reason
up?
not to believe you're the empath, okay? You got 2 goods, but there is a spy on the script. That's one thing I'll point out.
Okay.
Where the spy can register as good. So, it's one thing I would like to point out at the moment. Might be relevant coming up.
Coming up.
Why are you telling me that? I'm confused.
Let's kabone him. I nominate Brando.
Oh.
Omer nominates Brando. Tell me why.
Because he's a liar. He's a spy. He is a monster, and it's him.
Brando, you're
Brando's the only person who didn't. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't. Sorry, Brando.
Oh, good. Brando, your defense.
My defense is I don't think we should trust Omer's reads. I don't think his reads are very accurate ever.
What about my dog?
So I think maybe maybe this isn't the right choice, and maybe we wait since I pretty much gave away what my role is.
All right, I'll run the vote for Brando. Starting
This voting block.
now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm confused about what's going on. Why
This voting
there's
block
3
is
people so
wild.
sure about this.
Well, Brando's the only person I spoke to who gave me nothing. Was very cagey. What
the hell,
He's the
Taryn?
least.
He wasn't
he's the
cagey
least,
with me.
3 is
Yeah.
not enough. Brando, say for the day.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna die next. It's fairly obvious that I'm gonna die with information that was put out in the first round. Jofo's been killed. It's a 50-50 shot. I'm probably next. I'm willing to sacrifice myself. Let's throw something in there. I'm gonna nominate Grace just to see see if the claim of her role is correct.
Levine is
I'll do
executed and dies. We're gonna go to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Well.
All right, that's great. That's great
Wait,
info. Okay, good.
What does that mean?
Good.
That means Grace was.
Grace is
The
clear
virgin.
for the rest of the game, is what that means.
Yeah.
Might die now.
Yeah. Sorry. Bye, Grace. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what role is Grace?
So my question, though, can I ask this? Lavina, if you were truly the mayor, would you not have? You would have survived overnight, most likely, if they let
Yes.
you kill you, because another player would have died instead.
Maybe.
Yeah,
that's
but
what happened last
Lavina-
night.
Lavina has to be a townsfolk unless the spy can proc as a townsfolk. So it actually would be a very aggressive, good spy play. But otherwise, Lavina's a townsfolk.
You guys, I'm the
I think
mayor.
this confirms Lavina's role 100%.
Wait, who does?
The first
it
time you were
confirms
nominated.
Now, to be clear, Puya, now I know you've done, just because you've done this move one time before, technically speaking, she could have been the spy.
Well, that's the thing. I literally learned as Steven said it, that, if the spy did that, they could have also died because they can come up as
Look,
good.
you
This
pulled
is
off that move
wild.
the first time I played with you. I don't think you're bad necessarily.
No, I
but,
wasn't.
I'm
I'm
saying-
pretty sure when I pulled that move off, I was good. And I just didn't trust someone claiming virgin,
you were
and
a
I
spy.
nominated them and die. I don't think. I was a spy.
Omer, why did you think it was Brando?
Oh, was this a different game?
Should I
That's
say
exactly
it or
as
no?
far as his reasoning went. Was
Okay.
yeah, whatever.
I'm just gonna say it now. I'm investigator, and either Taryn or Brando is the spy.
Okay.
Interesting.
Any thoughts, Brando?
My thoughts are you, Steven, and Omer keep going in meetings, and everyone's noticing that.
I've only been in one meeting with Steven.
Me too.
And he didn't give me. The
I've only been in one meeting with Christian. I've only been in one meeting with Christian and with Omer.
Maybe check on your counting skills there.
So Brando's claiming what he claimed. I think Taryn very clearly claimed what he has. Omar and Puya claim what they are. I believe. Yes, they both claimed. So it's just
I'll claim to you. Grace, I'll talk to you.
Claim, but
I
yeah.
hard claimed my role to Omer in the first round.
I've strongly indicated to a couple of people without being specific for obvious reasons, but I'll talk to you, Grace.
No.
I trust you, Grace.
I wasn't saying that just to be like, you haven't claimed.
Yeah.
I'm trying to...
Grace is dead.
Well, no surprise. Grace, I'll chat with you right now.
All I'm saying is the 3 people that were vouching for me are all dead. So how could we be bad?
Also, I hate the look that this gives. Like, yep, we're leaving all dudes in, just a dude fest.
Just a sausage fest. Look, yep. I don't feel good about the left side of the board.
Yeah, I don't feel good about what I did. I think I messed up big time. I think I overthought it. Because Lavina, what happened was after we left our chat, I saw you and Jofo messaging quite a bit, and you were smiling, and I was like, oh my god, I think they know me. So I overthought it.
I'm always smiling.
Yeah, and then I was like, let me put my information out there. I fucked up. That was bad on me.
I wish I was good at lip reading.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, so I will get easily influenced by the last person I talk to. So that's just some information for y'all. There you go.
If I find someone good at lip reading, I'm banning them from my lobbies.
I can confirm.
I just saw Christian say my name. If there's any indicator there,
I can confirm that Lavina was the mayor because I'm the Undertaker. And technically, Lavina was executed last night or yesterday.
Oh,
Christian is claiming the... What is he claiming?
The ogre.
Oh, yeah, he's claiming that. So I'm not drunk, so the info's correct.
Yes, you are either correct or you're drunk and Christian's lying.
Touche.
Yeah.
All right. But I think we need to vote Brando out.
Why did
you put him out last time?
To Brando, and I'd like to talk to Christian.
Okay, but it's very clear Brando's lying. These idiots.
Or what that means, but anyway. So, okay. Anyway, sorry. Hi, Dwight.
Hey.
Oh. Okay. All right. So anyway, if Omer pushes Brando, I'll back the push.
Okay. Well, let me go talk to Brando real quick, and let me try to see if I can figure something out here.
Sounds good.
Hello. I didn't actually leave. Hi, Dwight.
Hello.
Our dead mayor. I don't actually think you're a spy, but I think that I just wanted to point out that Puya was wrong about what he was saying about the spy. To be clear. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
But I mean, I do know that I was gonna die no matter what. There's a couple people saying, "Oh, you weren't gonna die." Like, what? No, I was gonna die. Like, for sure.
Okay.
Back to back to back.
Right.
Like, if the people... I wouldn't be killing the people that are vouching for me if I was bad. That'd be stupid.
Okay, I want to talk to Christian if I can.
Okay, I'm going to talk to Jofo. Hi, Dwight. I'm going to talk to Dwight, actually.
All
How's
right.
it going?
Confessional time. What you got to say?
Confessional time?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I was so bad at confessionals. There's a reason that I didn't have any.
Yo, same?
You know what? Fuck Christian. Fuck Fishback. Fuck... Oh, I'm kidding. For legal reasons. This is a joke. I love all 3 of them. I just don't trust them. They're slandering my name. Why are they out there slandering my name when the 3 people who were vouching for me all died? You know? Like, pick somebody else maybe.
So
I don't know.
Okay,
Terrence thinks he's got it figured out. And if Terrence got it figured out, I think we're good to go.
Interesting.
He is claiming Saint, which is a crazy role to claim if it's you know, if he's not actually the Saint, which makes me trust him because I feel like he's too smart to claim Saint, especially after talking about how claiming outsider doesn't work for him. Anyways, I vote to evict Christian.
What is he doing? Is he doing a whole monologue?
Jofo, there's 2 outsiders in there.
Are you monologuing? Okay.
There are 2. There are 2 out there.
All right. There are 6 alive. It takes 3 to execute. Talk.
No, that's okay.
Oh, is your hand up intentionally?
No, I don't know how to put it down.
Spacebar.
Okay.
All right. Talk if you wish.
So far, the only hard information we have out there are Jofo's empath reading, at least to my knowledge. Jofo's empath readings on the right side, and Omer's ping on the minion. Those are the only two things that I know of that are out there.
Well, please claim of washerwoman, right?
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
If I feel like I have everybody's claim on the board, is it helpful?
And please washerwoman.
It?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Okay.
no, don't tell Tom. There you go.
Yes, do it.
Well, but with the information
Yes,
Omer's
then.
sharing, it's not a big deal to share it all, right?
Said yes then.
If it's a spy game, they already know.
They already know everything. But that's if it's a spy game.
It is a spy game. I was
I
told.
also
Then
only know
why
what
are we
people
why
are-
are we
I only
hiding
know what
information
people are-
then?
I only know what
It only
people are
hurts the good
claiming.
team to hide
I don't-
information.
I don't know what people are not claiming, but everything I've heard is what an individual claimed themselves. Actually, except for one person who alluded to something.
I guess,
Okay.
Grace, maybe if you don't want to call out the roles, you can call out who you think is not being
Bad.
truthful.
Yeah, that's useful.
So
Wait,
The
I'm
okay,
only
there's,
thing I'm not. Yeah, Taryn is the only one who I'm not sure.
there's a bit of a chain here, and I'm pretty sure I've followed it correctly, which is that Omer investigated me and Brando. One of us was supposed to be the spy. The problem with that is that I was told I was a marionette, and there's no way that it would investigate as a spy if I'm the marionette unless Omer is either bad or drunk, in which case I still can't be the marionette because there's 3 outsider claims right now if Omer is drunk.
You didn't
and
tell
if
me
he's
that you
bad, I
were
still
the
can't be
marionette.
So I don't think I can be the marionette. So
Oh,
Fishback.
don't know what that means.
Even you liar.
Maybe
What's
maybe
going on?
Taryn.
I'm still confused.
Wait a second.
That's
This is so sus. No, he's trying to get the heat off of himself. This is so ridiculous. Are you kidding? You're the most
No,
suspicious
it's that,
person.
it's that corner, right? And Christian's actually a bad ogre, right? That's what we're
no. I picked
concluding
Omer.
here.
I picked Omer. I didn't pick Fish.
Yeah.
I picked Omer.
And I think ogre. Okay.
I
Jofo, you think
nominate
I'm bad? Are you
Taryn.
serious?
I nominate Taryn.
Steven.
Taryn's claim is nonsense. I mean, this is like exactly like what you would do if the heat was on you, right?
But
The person whose name has come up, the person whose name has come up the most to me is Taryn, and like at least that's what I've heard. And so I think that Taryn is getting, the heat is coming, and he's like claiming that he has been lied to, and he's not, I think spy. I think a spy is a reasonable suspicion for Taryn. Yeah.
Right.
Wow,
Taryn,
I
pause,
really like it
pause.
if Steven and Aaron
Taryn, your
I
defense.
really think it's very fun.
So I'm not sure between Christian and Omer. I'm more leaning Christian, but I feel like Fishback is like the locked person that must have lied to me.
So wait,
so
did
I
you?
know that he's the
I
bad
need to
one.
know this. Are you saying Fishback told you that you are the marionette?
Yeah, immediately.
And Fishback,
That was
you're
the long
denying this
conversation we
claim.
had.
That did not happen. I mean, to be fair, like if I had told him, I would not admit that, but I did not tell him, right? Like,
That was why we had the long conversation immediately. He said he was going to claim Ravenkeeper.
Taryn, I told you I was the marionette. Or you were my marionette.
I,
All right. Pause.
Just kidding.
Anything pertinent for this nomination before I run the vote? 1 cent, 2 cents.
I think if you believe
I
what
just think
Taryn's
it's
role
weird
was, we
that
do not
Steven
vote
was so
here.
opposed to us saying everyone's
Yeah,
roles
I'm
when there's
also
one
the-
spy
I'm
game.
gonna-
well, because I'm the Ravenkeeper,
Pause.
Jofo.
Pause. Okay. Pause.
reason I-
This is not time for
Spy game,
discussion.
even
Not
there,
for
you know
discussion. I will run the vote for
Aaron
Taryn
claims
starting
things as
now.
well, so if you actually he does.
Wait, yeah, he did claim Saint, but
Yeah.
now maybe he's not Saint. That's sus
No,
as
I-
hell.
Vote.
I'm not claiming
It's a
that.
very good play. It's very fun.
2 is not enough. Taryn's here for the day. Any further nominations? You have like a minute or 2.
Brando, but I also don't trust Steven anymore. I'm sorry.
All right. Omer nominate. Wait, is that a nomination?
Yeah, I'm nominating Brando.
Okay.
of
Thought
course.
so. Omer nominates
Just call
Brando.
me Drew.
Tell me why.
Because either Taryn or Brando's bad. If we execute Taryn and he truly is the Saint, even though now he's claiming marionette, it's very confusing.
I'm saying I'm not
marionette.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's Brando.
Brando, your defense.
My defense is I'm the Undertaker, and I learned that Lavina was in fact the mayor, which also vouches for Jofo's information.
So valuable.
Wait. Anything?
I'm sorry. We could have executed someone else if you wanted better.
Anything?
Lavina
Okay.
executors.
Back. No back and forth. Anything pertinent? 1 or 2 sentences. This is not time for major discussion.
My 1 or 2
Sharon, what do you
sentences is my text
I think it should be
thread with
Fishback,
Dwight.
not Brando. I think Fishback is the guarantee.
Right.
Brando isn't guaranteed.
I had to ask Dwight the rules. I feel like that should vouch for me because I didn't know if Lavina counted as being executed or not.
I'll run the vote for Brando starting now.
I'm not going to vote with Steven. I'm not going to vote with Steven if he's voting.
Hoo-yeah, you're so reading into things too much. Oh my god.
2 is not
You're
enough.
not wrong,
Save for the day.
but
Any further
sitting next
nominations?
to you is
I'll
a lot.
nominate Steven Fishback.
Taryn nominates Steven Fishback. Tell me why.
I'm very sorry if I read it wrong.
Steven, your defense.
No, I mean this is just not. I mean this is ridiculous. Like Taryn is, it looks like you're all voting for me. This is a mistake. But I'll just get Taryn next. That's all I ask.
All right, I'll run the vote for Steven starting now.
Call us Riemann Bledsoe. We're doing it.
It's a lot of votes.
What a waste of an ability.
5 is not enough. Or 5 is enough. I'm dumb. 5 is enough. 5 is enough. 5 is enough. He's on the block. Any further nominations today? I don't think you're beating 5.
Oh no, did we do something bad?
Yes.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter that much.
Myself, but if it's a spy game, what's the problem with the good people also having the information?
No. You're right. That's a good point. If it's a spy game,
Grace,
like,
light
then
us
they
up,
already know
light
they're
us
Raven
up,
Keeper.
Grace. Give us all the info.
Can I do this, Dwight?
Yeah.
YOLO.
Lavina's the mayor, Jofo's the empath, Brando's the Undertaker, Puya's the washerwoman, Omer's the investigator, Christian's the ogre who picked Omer, Steven's Raven Keeper, Taryn's Saint. That's what everyone's publicly claimed.
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's all the information.
So,
I had.
The
yeah,
day is
so it's
over.
like,
Fishback has been executed and does die. And the game does continue. Everyone go to sleep.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I told you. I told you.
Wait, no, this is good because I'll get...
You know what? I'm
Yeah,
going
you'll
back.
get
To,
I'm probably going
Brando,
to die next time.
The problem.
Thank you, Kirsten, for the sub. Appreciate it so much.
That whole thing. That's crazy.
Thank you.
What?
Is it Taryn and Omer and Christian? Because
No. Well,
Yo,
Hello.
who you want to kill? Who you want to kill?
Puya.
All right, thank you. Interesting. All right. I would have killed Brando there myself, but I think that might be good. Yeah, only non-demon candidate. Yeah, it leaves Brando as a demon candidate. And they're not going to execute tomorrow on 4. And Christian's looking like the ogre. And because... So how does Taryn... Taryn's got to figure out that Christian is lying about being the ogre, right? Like, I gave Taryn the puzzle, and I think Taryn solved it, and I'm actually very impressed by that. Yeah, this will expose Omer as the drunk. Meaning Taryn knows it's 0 more outsiders. Meaning Taryn knows Christian's lying about being the ogre. So yeah, Taryn had the puzzle. Taryn, I think, has it solved. But I'm intrigued to see if he pushes on that. And also tomorrow he has time to make his case. I'll give him time during the day. But it'll be 4 people. I'll give them the advice, maybe not nominating. Yeah, socially, Omer cannot be the demon. I agree as well, but, we'll see. So, sorry, I forgot. Steven executed. You learn that Steven Fishback was the Scarlet Woman.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
that during your the
Yes.
voting phase?
Yes, during the back and forth.
Dwight should have more control over the speeches, really. He should.
Wow,
it's really on.
There's a lot of crosstalk, but I did say I'm a Raven Keeper. Don't do it.
Good morning, Puya Dead. There are
Oh, okay.
I will say There are 4 players alive. It's up to you if you want to execute or not. Given it's 4 players in the game, just common advice I like to say: you typically don't want to execute on 4 unless you common to the demon is, because if you miss and you give the demon a kill on night 3, you lose with 2 players alive.
If we take out, if say there's 2 demons left because the ogre is an evil person, but we take out one of them, we haven't lost yet, right?
No matter what, if the demon's in final 4, you execute someone, goes down to 3, demon kills, you're at 2, game over.
Okay.
So
you either rack a wrong execution, game is over.
Real quick, Fishback was the Scarlet Woman. I just learned that last night.
Okay, so Brando, this is okay. Obviously, Brando
Unless
is
I'm
like
drunk.
not
I could be drunk.
Or you could be the spy.
Scarlet Woman would mean.
Or you could be the spy. This is such bullshit. He's covering.
Why would
who? Who's his bad?
Scarlet
Who's
Woman
his
make
bad?
I don't know. Maybe he's the bad person. Maybe. I mean, honestly, Undertaker is a good bluff for the demon. Like you confirm everyone basically. Then you build up a lot of like credibility for yourself, and then suddenly you make like a big swing when the heat is on.
So my thinking too was that Dwight. I made a joke about Dwight putting in the ogre, and again, I'm also metagaming, and I wonder if he just put it in as a bluff, as a weird outsider bluff, and Christian having it like Christian bluff. So it's Brando and Christian Noma are working together.
But it would be weird if there was like neither a marionette nor an ogre. If those were the 2 extra tokens, like it would be strange to have neither of those.
And he didn't put in either of them.
Yeah, it was just trouble brewing, and there's like no additional, like none of them are in. Like you think at least one of them will make it in.
I know.
What are we supposed to do here?
I also
vote out the demon.
I gave y'all too much time. I'm gonna call you back pretty soon.
Yeah, vote out the demon. Okay.
So
Yes.
in my eyes, this is either Omer as the drunk and Christian as the demon, or Omer is the demon and Christian is an evil ogre.
I think that clearly Brando and Taryn are working together, right? Like there's.
Yeah, I trust Taryn. I also trusted.
But I thought it was either. Why would?
To get 1 bad execution and evil wins.
So yeah, Dwight's not giving.
I mean, honestly, you could.
It's very interesting storyteller play.
Are we not worried about
that? That would inoculate one of them, right?
I know.
Are we not worried about those 2 chatting right now?
I mean, the 2 most classic evil bluffs in the game are like the Saint and the Undertaker.
Yeah, I'm just calling you guys back early because I imagine that on Final 4 you're going to skip an execution, but once again, it's up to you guys. Feel free to talk. I'll end the day at the end of this timer.
So here's what I'm thinking. Okay, I don't know if we skipping sounds like a good idea. Potentially, I want to hear what other people have to say. But one thing that could make sense here is that Taryn is the imp and sacrificed his minion to get by 1 more vote, because you only just get by 1 vote today. Hypothetically, if we get 1 bad execution, then evil wins. That's a world that makes sense. So basically, this was an opportunity to sacrifice Steven to get 1 round deeper. It's the kind of play that hasn't been made in these prior games. The evil plays too safe, but Taryn is smart enough to actually play it aggressive. That's the world that makes sense to me.
I appreciate that.
Taryn could be completely.
Now I'm suspicious of you, Christian. It's Taryn and Brando. Now I'm doubting Christian's authenticity.
Christian is either a bad ogre or he's the imp.
Yeah, I think
someone
like whether Omer is actually drunk or the imp.
I think Omer's just someone who's very easily marinatable, and he's been getting marinated real nice by Christian in this game.
Swear on Bulbasaur that you're the Undertaker.
It's got to be Taryn or Brando.
Well, backwards is REKATREDNU.
So Brando, here's the thing, Brando. I'm starting to suspect that.
Also, I swear on Bulbasaur.
I mean, I'm starting to suspect that Omer may be drunk. Okay, and maybe this spy stuff is nonsense, but he at least will be good, and I'd be on the good team. And it would suddenly all this kind of clicks into place that if Taryn is the imp and Fishback was the Scarlet Woman, and all of your information is true, and Taryn is bad, and I am on.
Maybe Christian is evil. Maybe Christian's evil and covering for Taryn.
Right. I will ask the 4 living players, do any of you intend to nominate today? Keep in mind.
I don't, but I think it's Terran.
If Dwight is saying it's safer to not nominate, I won't nominate.
No, I'm not saying that.
I do think it's better because it's gonna give us one of you.
Yeah,
one of you. It's
one
gonna
has to
clear
die.
one of you.
I will lay it out.
I think too.
I will lay it out for you guys explicitly. I will lay it out for you explicitly in terms of why. Okay, or talk over me. That's great too. I'll help.
Sorry,
Dwight.
Dwight.
Sorry, go ahead, Dwight.
Explicitly, the only on the script, because you know it's 9 players, there are 2 evil. The only way in which it is a risk to go to sleep tonight is if you think there is an evil ogre and a minion and a demon alive. It can be an all evil final 3. Otherwise, you are safe to sleep tonight.
So it's like a Gabon 2.0.
Final 3.
Is Bob the evil ogre?
Brando hasn't watched it yet.
So does everyone intend to go to sleep and is currently alive? Does everyone intend to nominate?
Look, unless Omer's lying to me, then there's no as the ogre.
I am not.
Then there's no way that we can lose tonight. By skipping an execution.
Skip as hell.
Skip.
Right.
Karen, Brando, skip.
Yep.
Brando.
Oh, this will be fun. Skip.
Right, a real sleep.
So there's a couple ways this could go because there's enough suspicions out there. There's a world where this is where you clip Omer and then you make it seem like it's Terran and Brando intensified, or you take out Brando, and then like have everyone look at Terran. I fully think this is Christian.
I would
I'm
rather
fully
die
admit it's
here
Christian.
so that I don't have to make the nomination decision in the next
So
round.
you're
I hate
excited?
being in that spot, Brando. I hate it so much.
Wait, there's something we need to talk about here. Either I'm drunk and there is no Undertaker. I mean, there is no spy,
You nailed it.
or
Uh-huh.
Brando is lying about Fishback being a Scarlet Woman, because then there's one minion and one
You
demon.
have been indulging in the
Fishback
haram
told me
activities
I was the
and you were
marionette
drunk.
immediately, Omer, which means that he has to be bad. Which
Wait,
means
I
that
said
the
that.
game didn't
I
end,
said that. This is just calumny.
which means
This is just straight up
he is the
lies.
minion, which means Brando cannot be the spy.
I think that you're
What?
lying, Taryn Armstrong.
I do like when people state as fact things are happening that's only true if they're lying true. It's
Yeah.
like, Brando can't be the spy because I'm the Saints, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, it's true to me.
I know. I just don't know if it's
We should
actually
execute
true.
Taryn's ass now.
I will say,
But also Brando
I
could
do
be
feel
bad.
like Omer's so locked in on Brando, even though it doesn't make sense, that it makes me feel more like Christian is the bad one.
How do you think
I
that
think-
doesn't make sense?
I
You
think
trash bag?
Whoa!
going as the ogre is very fun. I think that there's a chance that, like, Christian has...
Good morning. Brando is dead. This is your final 3 of Taryn, Christian, and Omer. No private conversations. I will give you time to discuss here in the town square.
Okay, I guess that Christian could have been lying to me about being the ogre, but I do trust Christian more than Taryn. Arms weak. So let's go
So this all makes sense to me. I mean, it makes sense that Brando was gone. He's the one that has the least suspicion. The 3 of us are the ones with the most.
Christian
That
having
makes
the more
sense.
sound theory makes me more suspicious.
If
So-
Christian played me from day dot, as they say,
Can I ask something?
Christian
And
knew
it's-
who he was going to kill, which means he was able to set up his theory.
Can I ask something? So the only way
I
that
think it's
we can
pretty
actually...
clear that Brando is the one without suspicion. I mean, it's you, me, and Omer. That's it.
So
And
we
that's it.
Omer was not
executed-
suspicion.
We
Omer was
executed
suspected.
Steven, and who else did we execute? Because basically...
And Lavina.
And Lavina, yes. But Lavina executed her in a way. So the thing I'm thinking is basically, like, if both evil players are alive, then we need dead votes to be able to do this. So it's basically...
That's correct.
Yes.
It's up to us, Grace.
So Taryn.
So
We reclaim our power.
Let me lay out the case for what I think has happened in this game. Okay, I think that Fishback and Taryn were the baddies all along. I think that Taryn is the imp and Fishback was the Scarlet Woman. I think that they conspired, and but later on they created this play near the end in order to give Taryn as much credibility as possible going into the final day, so that way they can make one last kill. And that's one thing that the Evil Town team has not been doing in all of our games, is making an aggressive play that gets them to the end. It works with all the information around the board, every single last bit of it. The only thing that doesn't is Omer. I think that Omer is the drunk. Okay, I think that that's what's going on, and which means that there's one less out. There's only 2 outsiders actually in play because there's no Baron. I'm assuming at this point. I'm assuming it's the Scarlet Woman based upon Brando's info, which means that there are 3 outsider claims at this point, which I think Omer, you might be drunk. Taryn is claiming Saint, and I am claiming Ogre. Okay, so we are all claimed outsiders. And I think that Taryn is not actually the Saint, and I think we trust the Saint too long. Okay, because Grace is so I think that we always believe the Saint claim. We shouldn't. It's a great demon bluff, and Taryn's doing it.
He's the devil in disguise. That's who he is. Yeah.
So, okay, so my theory definitely rests upon the fact that you believe that I'm the Saint, but I'm definitely locking in on Christian because I believe Omer is in fact the drunk. Yeah. We both apparently think that Omer's the drunk, but I think that Christian is actually the imp. And the reason I think it's Christian over Omer being imp and Christian being a bad ogre is that the kill of Brando fits perfectly with the theory that Christian was positing the night before. Whereas Omer was still pushing on suspicion to Brando, and then Brando died, which doesn't make sense for Omer to do if he's the one choosing the kill. So that makes me think it's Christian that's choosing the kill.
I agree that I think there's no world where in either worlds that Omer is the imp. Okay.
Taryn, who's his minion then?
Fishback.
Yeah.
Who then claimed I was
all
married.
hinges on we fully trust Brando, who is the Undertaker and gave us that information.
Christian has been saying for several rounds he really thinks Steven is bad, so I don't think
I mean, again,
that's
remember that immediately when the game started, I had a long conversation with Steven, who told me I was the marionette. I then brought Dwight in to ask him, if I'm the marionette, what does that do for the outsider count since I'm the Saint? And Dwight told me that it would subtract 1 from the outsider. So there would be 1 outsider left if I was the marionette that was supposed to be an outsider.
Ignore this timer, by the way.
That story also
Ignore
makes
this
sense
timer.
in the context of saying which bluffs will
10
work,
seconds,
which bluffs
10
will
seconds.
not work. If you got a team, if you got Saint as a bluff, and you have to, and you'll be conferring with Fishback as how to coordinate your eventual marionette claim. But honestly, I think that happened later on as a way to throw us off the scent.
Ignore the timer.
Can I do some mathing here, just in terms of so if there's 2 of them together, they're just gonna vote together, but they could be so. Christian and Omar have but Christian is also not claiming like he thinks Omar is. I'm just trying to figure out who still has their minion.
No one thinks Omar is bad.
I really understand, Grace, that there's unclarity in which one of these 2 is evil, but from the bottom of my heart, I am telling you, it is Taryn Armstrong. He's a liar, and I struggle to even say this right now because it might make people vote the opposite way. But round 1, did I not sit here and say that man is sus as hell? And
yeah, but then you could have.
Okay, guys.
I have a question for Christian.
Okay, I'll give you this, and then I'm gonna say something else.
Okay. So if you're saying that you believe Taryn to be the demon, who is Taryn's minion?
I think it's Steven. I saw that was my entire justification, is that he actually is the Scarlet Woman, as Brando said. But this was a way to get 1 round deeper, closer to
For what it's worth, I would never kill my own Scarlet Woman. I'm way too anxious about losing the game as the demon for that.
It was execution, but it was execution to throw off the scent. I mean,
Brando,
I very much put the nail in Steven's
at this
should
point,
we not
pause.
Because Brando has the info to tell us.
At this point, no. I have given y'all a lot of time. I'm going
make sense for me, especially if I already had some heat, to put heat on Steven where there was no heat before, and I could have died and passed it to him as the Scarlet Woman.
Okay.
Dwight, just keep going.
At this point, I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask only the alive. Okay, go for it.
Okay, I nominate Taryn. I already said all my reasons why. If anyone has any questions as to why the entire series of
I'm going to ask for a mute button.
All makes sense with every bit of info that we have. Feel free to ask now, but I'm definitely, Taryn, happy to hear your counterclaim, which is wrong.
All right, Taryn, your defense.
I mean, we've been talking about it. While I appreciate the theory, I don't think it makes sense for me to have thrown Fishback under the bus, especially if he's Scarlet Woman, because a much better play is to let Steven be the one that doesn't have any suspicion on him, pass it to him if I need to, rather than take him out intentionally where I'm already being suspected, and then get myself into this position where I'm now having to argue my case instead of just having the votes or having Steven be clear.
All right. Is there anything pertinent from anybody on this nomination?
Vote for Taryn.
In that case, I will run the vote for Taryn starting now.
Huya, what do you think?
I think we hold on and we do not vote Taryn here.
Okay, that's what I think.
Yeah.
This is insane to me. I don't understand.
2 is just enough. Taryn's on the block. Any further nominations from Taryn or Omer?
I am going to nominate Christian.
Taryn nominates Christian. Tell me why, Taryn.
I think that he is the imp. I think that Fishback was the minion. And I think that Omer is drunk.
Christian, your defense.
I've already said exactly why I think what's happening is happening. I think the story makes my story makes complete sense. I don't know why everyone believes Taryn over me.
All right. Anything from anybody else? I will run the vote for Christian. Otherwise, run the vote for Christian. Then starting now.
If Taryn is lying, he deserves it.
I actually agree. Whoever wins this game.
I think we got him.
I don't like the way that Fishback said that. I almost put my hand down.
5 is enough. Christian's now on the block. 1 second. This is only tieable, and only if Omer nominates himself. Omer, do you wish to nominate yourself on final 3?
Just end it.
Is it tieable? Did it most?
Wait, it's not tieable.
There's no way. There's no way to win it.
Yeah.
Wait, I nominate myself. That we tie it, and then it saves him.
Taryn's not going to vote for
Omer. We would lose no matter what.
I have a strange feeling Taryn's not going to vote on this, TBH. So I'm going to end the game anyways. Christian has been executed and does die, and the game is over, and I will go over the Grim. Where do I want to start? Well, we all know this is to be true. Grace was your virgin in this game. On the first day, Puya decided to tell everyone, hey guys, the mayor, the most powerful townsfolk, is one of 2 people. So guess what the demon did? Attack Lavina, the mayor. I bounced it to Jofo to tell the demon who the mayor actually is.
That's rude.
Oh no!
I knew it.
Yeah, so the demon attacked the mayor. I had to bounce it to Jofo to tell the demon who the mayor is for sure, and then the next day...
Why'd it have to be me?
You were the other person to ping, and so the mayor knows explicitly who the mayor, like, explicitly this one, just like, Joe. Also, I will say, there's a bit of balance because revealing the mayor on the first day is just not a good thing for the good team, so I was kind of punishing the good team a bit there by killing the empath.
I learned a thing today.
We're learning.
Then we
Did I learn? I don't know.
Oh, we have the rest of the 5 people who are all sus in some way, shape, or form. Okay, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna go through.
How the hell was I sus?
You'll see. Well, this needs to be agreed upon universally. Fishback with your Scarlet Woman.
Okay.
Seen by Brando, the Undertaker, on the good team. Leaving you with your final 3 of Taryn, Christian, and Omer. Omer was in fact your drunk. Drunk investigator, who I pinged between Taryn and Brando as a spy. Christian was your demon. The good team won the game. Taryn was the saint. I will say that was a very good game, and yeah, that was a very good game by both sides. Christian and Fishback, y'all did amazing. I will say, I think I could have helped you out a bit more at the very first night. The reason the first night took so long, I was reading your whispers, and for so long I was debating with chat because I saw Fishback, you're planning to tell Taryn about him being Marionette.
Why did it have to be you, Taryn? Anybody else, I feel like I could have strung along. But why did it have to be you next to me?
Yeah, I will say it was that whole game hinged on basically Taryn solving the puzzle I gave to him, and Taryn does a very good job.
As soon as you outed me, it was like, oh, this is it
was like. I mean, like Taryn had to figure out the
I saw the logic chain, but I was like, what if I'm missing something and I just ruined the game for me in Fishback? Like I was.
Can I say the other day when I did that, where I gave the drunk, I told the 2 people were a spy, and then also I kept being like, wouldn't it be more fun if the ogre was a bluff for Christian? And then she was like, well, one of the marionette or the ogre has to be in the game. Like, he wouldn't set up the game like
oh yeah, you just meted the hell out of me. But also one thing as well, I was reading the whispers and I saw Christian said I'm gonna claim ogre, Fish like I'm gonna tell Taryn I'm marionette, and I almost changed my mind and showed Taryn or Puya as marionette. My only concern with that was if I did that, it kind of it builds Taryn's world if he's for sure the marionette. But it was a risk of if Omer says this publicly, everyone like Marionette, they immediately sus Fishback, Grace, like they sus those immediately, and then it's narrowed down to Christian earlier. I felt so. I feel like Spy was the best way to give you more worlds. So if I could have given a Marionette to help you guys, sorry about that. It was just a consideration I had of what to.
No, this was great. I feel like other than fucking Taryn being next to me, this would have all gone great.
that was maybe my favorite puzzle to solve because it felt like there was an actual logic chain where there were no holes in it. Like I knew I had to be good, And I didn't know exactly who else was bad necessarily, but like because of
No,
but you're
they played me.
But it hinged on Brando being on it, right? Like, what was the, or just on the spy read? Oh, the spy read, right. Yeah.
I've never more with a thing that basically calls me a big dummy. That if I was sitting next to Steve,
well, I will say, just from the him standpoint here, at least I felt there was a valuable world that I could push, and I felt good.
Kirsten.
Hey, Kirsten.
I was impressed. I was impressed with what you came up with.
Yeah,
it took me a while.
It was
to realize
very
I
good,
wouldn't have done
Kirsten.
it,
I'm gonna run to the bathroom, Dwight.
I was so dismayed when I started saw all the votes coming in for me. I'm like, oh god, like what did I screw up this time? And I just like it's.
Can I tell you also though, in my and I didn't end up voting at the end, but I feel like Taryn, you end up being people think you're bad so much, or you are, and I was just like, I would rather be and let Taryn win and know that Christian had it all. If Christian had it all figured out and we get it wrong, I was like, if you had it all figured out and you had it, I would still be very impressed with you. Whereas I feel like Taryn gets like thrown under the bus at the end of these games. There was almost a time in round 1 where like we should just kill Taryn because he hasn't been bad for me.
What's great was I was supposed to come in as a traveler, and I opened Dwight's stream to tell him I was ready, and then was like, "Oh, now I've seen every roll. I'm so fucking stupid."
I should have reminded you. My bad. Because they need
Steven, the shuffle worked really well. You're just right next to
What's that?
Yeah, I got it again. I have the same neighbor.
Next to Taryn, all three.
So we can actually work together.
I was scared of him.
Fishback, I will tell you, I was excited to work with you. I was very, I was happy about it at first.
Oh, wait,
yeah. No. I really was bummed that it was you. I was like, well, he'll either run with this or I'm going down quickly. But I was like, well, I'll take a risk. Let's see what happens.
Let me just.
Christian is such a good liar. My God, he strung me along.
You did great, Omer. Honestly, I thought at any moment you would like ping on to me, and when you do, it's the scariest thing alive. It happened in one of the previous games when you pinged on me. I'm like, oh god, I'm toast. I am toast. So.
Wait, does anyone need to leave for the second game before I set it up? Just curious.
Give me 1 second to check with my wife. Sorry, I'm just gonna.
All good.
There's still a lot of people that are sat next to each other from the first game. You need to shuffle.
Who?
It's so much more stressful being evil.
Oh, you don't want to sit with me, Booyah?
No, I'm saying other builds. Grace and Lavina. They're still like pairs.
So Grace, Lavina, Taryn, Fishback are the only pairs?
Yeah.
Oh, Jofo.
Wait, but how many pairs?
I like where I am.
You're gonna
mind
get
you.
pair repeats pretty much no matter what.
Yeah,
right?
just randomly. I'm gonna have repeats in every with this many people.
Hold on, let's let Christian explain how randomization works.
No, we're gonna know if
so lava lamps, right?
Fun or not when he gets back, you know.
When Fish is back.
When Fish is back.
I came back and all of a sudden I'm next to Omer.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know
He'll never let us sit together, Jofo. Never.
How did that happen to me?
He'll never let it happen.
If you combine forces, you can be Joe Fomer.
Right.
Luck, Joe. Luck. That seat is very tough to be in.
Wait,
I know. I've been here before.
Oh, have you?
I wish I was next to Omer.
Yeah, I said one thing to Taryn, and you're like, "What are you and Taryn talking about?"
I'm having Joe FOMO.
Oh.
Immediately, like right as the roles were distributed, Omer messaged me and was like, "How are we gonna play this?" And I was like, "What? Like, what do you mean? Play the game."
Okay. I was just trying to bond with, have a little father-son time.
Is that
last
bonding?
game you didn't use your catchphrase. Make sure you use rents due. Make sure you use that in the game. Okay.
You know what? I heard Kirsten's so bad at this game, so I'm excited to see how it plays out.
I am horrible at this game. Thanks, Omer, but it didn't look like you were doing much better than me.
No, this is by far. This is by far my worst game ever.
Yeah, those are weak minions. I can't do that. I can't
have
justify
no
that.
evidence of Omer in any past game to indicate that he's
Yeah.
actually really good at this, but last game was an anomaly.
Can
So it's
someone
fine if he
verify
wants to
that
bully
randomly
me. I
my
can fight
reads are
back.
like spot on?
No.
You immediately sussing Taryn as the
And
saint.
then me for the entire game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said
We
this
love
was
believing the saint, by the way.
Yeah, this was the
I'm going with
exception. It
this.
was the
I wanna
only
do this.
time Omer was bad at this game.
You're shuffling
Normally
count
really
so far.
good.
And I was like, we literally just talked about how Taryn said
It just
he
went back.
can't climb
What?
outside
Oh, wait.
because it fails miserably, and then he.
It's not random at all. It just cycles through options. This is just base setup. This is just a base order. I clicked what? This is not pure random. Y'all see this, right? It just cycles.
sub duo, which
Everyone always thinks that I'm sus. I don't know what the deal. I don't know what's wrong with me.
You don't know why this has happened, my friend?
No.
There's a sign thing.
I
to
always
be like,
tell the
"Okay,
truth.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. You can do that and it helps.
Yeah. I'll try.
I know it could, non-unique, but still, I
really like to
the odds of that just happening multiple times. I think it's happened before too. I was like, yeah.
which I know Christian loves.
We're just gonna.
Brando, that's me. I do not understand this game. If you get to me first and are believable as good to me, you've got me. There's nothing else I can do. Wait.
Accept it.
You're trying to get me before the game even starts.
You said whoever gets you first. Accept it.
I'm good. I'm a townsfolk and I'm good.
Christian, you're townsfolk, you're good? Okay.
You're my marionette. All the way on the other side of the board.
Where is Matt, Joe?
Oh yeah, I could. Yeah, I'm gonna do Inferal for bluff. I'm gonna do
downstairs, I think.
Empath.
You always have him locked up in the basement for these games.
Why doesn't he come say hi to us?
Yeah, where's Matt?
And where are the doves that are hanging out on the top of
I'll
your
do
house?
They haven't been there for a day or two now.
Chef is
Maybe
bluff.
they're dead.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
No.
They're building a little
Oh,
nest in
we
our
have
gutter.
baby birds in our birdhouse.
Oh, what kind? Robins?
I don't think they're not robins. Let me ask Josh. I can't remember what they're called. It's something very basic. I think they're an invasive species actually, because once Josh posted a picture, no, not starlings. They're not starlings. I know that much.
Right.
But I remember once Josh posted a picture of baby birds poking out of the birdhouse, and someone on Reddit was like, "You should put a hose in that birdhouse and drown them."
Oh my god.
And he was like, "I'm actually not gonna do that."
Are they bulbul?
Because they were invasive.
Yeah.
Are they Egyptian geese?
No, they're very.
Who said that? And how do they know what an Egyptian goose is? I'm impressed.
I will say one thing that's
I walk like this, Omer.
Are they common minors?
Not allowed.
I don't think it was bad. I think I don't think it was.
All right, everyone.
canceled bad.
Everyone good if everyone good if I start the game.
Bad joke. You know what I mean?
Everyone good if I start.
Okay, perfect. I don't want to get canceled.
Fishback, I cannot hear you if you're talking.
I canceled today. Don't worry.
The nighttime.
Fishback, your mic might be broken. I can't hear you if you. Oh, that's intentional. Okay. Got it.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're good. Okay, all good. All good if I start the game, everybody? Cool.
Wait.
You don't need me to wait. You're just saying that. You're just annoying. You are the worst.
Hydrating.
No.
Start it.
Go to sleep.
No.
Oh my god, Dwight's already pulling me in.
One moment. Pulling in your fellow minion.
You're doing what?
Hello. Please don't speak to each other. Please do not reveal roles. Y'all are the minions. Your demon is Steven Fishback.
Wait, right next to each other. We're gonna get.
Oh no!
Y'all are in the line. All right. Have fun. I don't reveal roles, of course. Y'all can whisper in the night. I can't stop that. But don't do it here. Just do whatever you want. Just leave. Just get out of the chat. Just go. Get out. Go on. Yeah.
Hey. Oh, now I see my role. I didn't even see my role. Okay, now I see it. Now I'm talking to you. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. You're evil.
I can't believe it. Now there's going to be a real marionette, and no one is going to fucking believe me. Excuse my language. Sorry, freaking believe me.
Oh, please. Watch my stream. It's a lot of, it's 18 plus stream at this point. All right. So your minions are Terran and Puya. Yeah.
Okay.
This is pure random. I swear to God.
That's insane. That's hilarious.
Yes, and I did not say that they are neither is a marionette. So you do not have a marionette. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And your bluffs, empath.
Okay.
Fortune teller.
Okay.
And you'll probably be happy to hear this as a bluff. Chef.
Oh, great.
No
great,
chef.
great.
So no chef's gonna ping you guys.
Otherwise. All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye. Next I go to straight back to Puya. Yo.
What up?
Who do you wish to poison? I think I saw it in chat, but
I mean, right as I messaged him, you did get me, and I was like, wait, let me give him a chance to reply if he wants me to do something else. But I'm gonna poison Christian.
You figured. Okay, Christian it is. Thank you. Next go to. I'm going to say Kirsten or Christian is the spy. Same thing as last time. Do I do Scarlet Woman? Yeah, I'm gonna do spy. Surely I don't believe I lied to them twice on the same roles. Yo.
Oh wait, I have to do something. Sorry.
What
Hold
role
on.
do you think you have, brother?
I am so used to not getting called in here as a good person.
Oh, well, welcome.
Okay, cool. Oh, I don't have to pick it. Oh, you just tell me.
I just tell you things,
Okay.
yeah. Or
Okay.
I could lie to you, which I never do.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you that either Christian or Kirsten is the spy.
Oh, that's gonna get confusing in my brain because their names sound similar.
But it's less because now you just know both names to remember, so it's actually easier for you.
No, you're right. Actually,
Yeah,
that's easier.
I'm helping you.
But what would you make the investigator twice in a row?
Don't try and meta me. Don't. It's dangerous, buddy. It's a very dangerous game you're playing. How dare you just leave? What a piece of shit. I get it. All right. Now, yeah, someone said in chat, yeah, Baron proves 2 outsiders, but they're going to learn it anyways. So I try not to do Baron and investigator pings. But now we have Grace, who just purely on meta, like someone said in chat, she's probably going to become evil. But we'll see. Hello, Grace.
Hi, Dwight.
You need to choose a new best friend.
I think I want to pick someone who I just want to play with, so I'm going to pick Steven Fishback.
Steven Fishback? All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't know if anything happens to me.
You don't get to learn your line when you pick as Ogre. You only would learn if you pick the Recluse and you register as evil, but I did not say that, so you don't know your alignment. Okay. You should probably go talk to, who you picked.
Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye. Oh, dear God almighty. All right. So, if evil loses this goddamn game, all right, I'm just gonna put here for people coming into the stream, picked Fishback, a Fishbosh, picked Fishback. All right. Yeah, this can't go better, surely.
It still starts with a 2.
Good morning, everyone. Your beloved storyteller, myself, has died once again in another tragic accident.
No!
Discover
No!
who did this to me, quickly.
Well, we were asking why you voted for Gabler to win.
I was not on the jury?
You said it, not us.
Kill Owen first, I'll be happy.
Ooh.
Wow. I invited Kirsten to a room and she picked Puya over me.
Oh, wow.
Damn, get destroyed.
Wow. I did the same.
Okay, let's go talk.
Horrible. I'm just gonna wait.
So valid.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, everyone's in private chats. It happened to me last time where, I know, I apologize, I did that. In a game of 9, if everyone just paired off, you ended up just being not able to chat.
So sad. I know, like anyone.
That was the virgin, though, so it was fitting.
Yeah.
Hey, Dwight.
Okay, that's very helpful.
Dwight, all you missed was me telling Taryn that I'm going to blindly trust him again, and that Kirsten or Christian are the spy, according to... I mean, what are the odds that you make the drunk the investigator twice in a row, and it's Omer and then it's me? Probably pretty high, actually.
Well, seeing you're the investigator, I might, do that if you were an investigator, It'd be funny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So do with that information what you will. Anything that you want to share before...
I don't have anything right now.
Okay.
But
Cool beans. Alrighty.
Oh, Puya Puya like messed up on his stream, I feel like, and then he
Yeah.
messed us up.
Yeah. Yeah, Puya ruined our game last game, Dwight, right? You agree with that?
Let me go to
I would say it
Kirsten
was
real quick.
quite not ideal.
Quite not ideal. Okay. Go, leave this one and then go to Kirsten, Lavina. There you go.
Lovely.
I'm going to tell everyone what I am.
Okay, go for it.
You can tell everyone.
He's gonna get poisoned and die.
What are you? What minion are you?
I'll say chef.
No, but what minion?
I'm Baron.
Okay, great. All right, that's wow. Okay, great. All right.
Poison.
Oh, really quickly. Grace said that that she's the ogre and she chose me. Like, do we believe that? I said I was good, but like, I think there's a chance it's true.
That would be great. Also, Brando's the
You wanna try
investigator. He investigated Christian and Kirsten, and he found out
Okay.
that one of them was the spy.
Okay, well that's obviously not true. So maybe he's drunk. Okay, great. Oh, but I'm claiming that the reason we're talking now is I'm the empath. I got empath 0, and so I trust you and I trust Brando. I'm gonna tell Brando I trust him.
All right, cool.
Together longer term. So when the time, I will keep that a secret. When the time is right, when we need to know something conscionable, let me know.
Are you the virgin?
No.
All right. Okay, well, I look forward to you reciprocating on the information at some point.
Yes.
Okay. Hello, Dwight.
What was that conversation about? Did he give you anything?
No, it's just feeling each other out's roles, and I acquiesced to him. He did guilt me a little bit for lying to him last time. It's okay.
It was a good lie.
That was good. All right. Cool. Thanks, Dwight.
Of course.
And you know, I am sorry.
Have you talked to him this round?
I have.
Do you believe him?
I am cautious about it this time. But I'd like to know. But also, a smart player would know to prey on that insecurity. And you, Taryn, are a smart man. So you tell me what you're thinking.
Well, because I have already heard some rumblings.
Heard what?
About potentially Christian.
About being what? What and why?
Made me
Wait.
buy that there's a Baron.
Well, I'm an outsider.
Oh.
And Kirsten's an outsider?
Yes.
Okay, so if you hear anything,
Which of the outsiders are you?
should I tell you?
You should, because I think it would clear you with me 100%, and I already know what kind of outsider.
I'm the ogre, and I picked Steven, and he said I was good.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. The reason, and now that you trust me with that, I'm gonna trust you with this. The reason why, Kirsten told me her role is because she's the recluse and was worried that she could register as bad and that could be an issue. I was like, well, the good news is you gave me info that there's a Baron now. So that's good to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's lots of info. Okay.
Yeah. A lot
Well,
to sit on.
Let's head out. Let's split up.
Ship
Let's leave
off.
Dwight. Let's leave Dwight by himself.
Okay.
You can't leave me.
Okay. Bye.
Trust you a lot more if you told me who.
I
know I haven't
told
given you anything. However,
I told you what I was.
Okay, sure, I'll take that.
I'm the chef.
Okay, what did you learn with the chef?
I got a 0.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So I have important news. Someone in my chat says that Jofo looks great in purple.
Oh. I just started taking notes. Like Christian says, and then like, okay, part of the canon of the game for me.
Exactly. All right. It's 10 alive. Takes 5 to execute. You have time. Talk.
I nominate Omer.
Brando nominates Omer. Tell me why.
You know, I think I had enough of Omer's shenanigans last game.
Wow.
You said that you wanted us to vote him out first, so I'm just gonna get the ball rolling.
Oh,
Who
so
said
valid.
that? White?
Dwight said that. Yeah.
White?
Anyway,
Game
Omer, your defense. I'm impartial, Omer. Omer, your defense.
I think that this is. I think that Brando, I am not Drew Basile, so don't take out your angst on me just because I'm another 6th place.
No, but thanks for the sub. Appreciate it so
rude.
much. Thank you.
Dwight, I understand why you put that character, and if they're the first person to be executed, they can't. They have to leave the game. I understand why you put that.
Exactly. All right. There's no more. Pardon. I'll run the vote for
But
Homer.
in seriousness, I think it would be a mistake. I do understand if I'm antagonistic enough to deserve it.
All right.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I joined the game and you started bullying me. Of course I'm gonna vote.
4 is not enough.
I didn't
Any?
think that you were a bad player.
Y'all
I just
have
heard
a whole lot of
rumbling.
time, by the way. Y'all can talk.
To defend Omer's honor, I nominate Brando.
Christian nominates Brando. Tell me why.
What are we doing here, guys?
This is an opportunity for us to get information that we're hopefully willing to share out there, and also I feel feel bad that I was lying to Omer. I don't like lying to Omer last game, and I don't like it, so I feel guilty, and I'm trying to regain my honor.
All right, Brando, good defense.
My defense is that you know what? I get it.
All right, I'll run the vote for Brando starting now.
Wait, don't start it yet.
Why?
Oh.
Why? Tell me why.
Brando, whether I vote for you or not is reliant on this question alone.
Okay.
Who was the first person voted out of Survivor Gabon? What was their name?
Don't answer him. Ignore him. Leave him on red, Brando. Leave him on red.
Can I vote for Omer again?
It was the
Tomorrow.
It was the girl.
Yeah, what was her name?
Nice.
She had a name.
She had a name.
I told you to not answer.
Brando and women.
I'll run the vote.
Brando, any information?
Wait, that's right. It's
at all.
Michelle Chase. That's right. You're right, Brando.
He said.
Any
He said-
information at all?
Well, it was like 3 days ago. I don't remember. I watched 4 episodes.
3 days?
I have Zoomer brain rot. Okay.
Aired way
2.
more-
Okay, you guys have 4 whole minutes to discuss if you wish.
I actually would like to nominate Lavina.
You've nominated. Oh, you haven't.
You can't nominate the whole lobby.
I
No,
haven't
he hasn't
nominated.
nominated. Yeah, he's right. Who'd you nominate?
I nominate Lavina
Oh.
because somebody here told me that Lavina is bad,
2 people know my good role.
and I don't know if it's true, but I wanted to suss it out.
Lorena, your defense.
Omer, you've been lied to.
0 defense needed because it's Omer.
I'll-
And 2 people
I wasn't
know my good role.
me. I'm just trying to give you a chance
I'll
to defend
run.
yourself.
Oh,
Nominating.
I'll run the vote.
So what are you then?
How about shut up,
lobby.
Omer?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Get a little. I was hoping to get more information out of these executions. It
It would be nice, yeah.
Law executions.
Well, shouldn't we have actually talked about it instead of just?
Probably.
Is there any first night info? Any first night information roles that want to share?
Blame Brando for that.
Sorry.
No, Brando did nothing wrong.
Oh, you don't want to expose anyone's game this time around? You good?
Yeah, so would you like to know who the mayor is again?
So no first night info.
Oh, and yeah, no, I don't have that.
I'll claim that I'm good. That's info.
So there's nobody who got first night info.
This is a horrible first round for town, by the way.
There's
Listen, I'm just
nobody
gonna be-
who got first night info who's only getting first night info.
I've heard first night info.
Okay, that's good. That's something. Give us something.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be open and claim to everybody that I'm the recluse. So do it.
Okay,
that way,
Which means that there's a Baron in the game, right? Because
Yeah.
there's no
Right.
outsiders.
What's a Baron?
Interesting.
What's a Baron?
I'll be.
Does anybody else want to claim an outsider just to? I mean, obviously there's reasons not to, but does anyone else want to claim an outsider just for fun?
But there are
Whoa,
none.
that means there's a Baron, right? That there must be a Baron in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if we believe the recluse claim, yeah,
Christian,
yeah.
Baron or
that's a
she's
great. That's
Let
a
me
great
just
read.
say,
I'm sorry. I'm a little
just
slow
kidding.
today. I apologize, Grace.
now that Kirsten has said that, I think I had first night info. I'm the investigator, and I was told that either one of Christian or Kirsten was the spy. If there's a Baron, then we wouldn't have a spy, correct? Oh no, there's
Yeah,
two.
but
means.
Recluse
There's
could
two
be
means.
two means.
Brando, Recluse can read on your investigator power
Right.
as
Right.
a baddie. They can
Right,
be-
Did you choose them or did Dwight choose them for you?
Dwight chose them for me.
Interesting.
But
Didn't he
wait,
say he would
so
do this?
would-
You should have.
Would I read as like a specific bad roll?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
You could.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just.
But
Yeah, sorry, Brandon.
So
you're
his
saying
input could be
recluse could be
useless?
okay.
Glad you're here, Big Show.
Like it could just be that you pinged my ability with recluse.
Yeah, that's most
Yeah.
likely what it is.
Yeah.
Or
Which,
Christian's
by the way,
spy.
Yeah.
So this is a bit of a soft read, Brando. Would Dwight ping a minion and a recluse together on an investigation
Oh.
ping?
He's
Well, now-
Okay, but that would make you the minion.
Yeah. Christian, are you a minion?
It's compellingly argued. It would be an interesting. I mean, the storyteller could do that, right? Like that would be.
It
You
could,
know.
but I'm saying it's unlikely, and so people took the opposite.
Well, but
conclusion
the
of what I
thing
was
too
implying.
is
Okay.
Dwight always talks about how this group goes so much off of social reads that he definitely throws like some like messed up shit into it to try and prevent that.
I will also say I heard that there was a Chef Zero.
Okay.
And there are 3 baddies. 3. Okay.
Which would
So
mean there's no.
Well, but also the
variance.
recluse could pop rock as a baddie too, so that's interesting.
that's interesting.
but doesn't
So
necessarily.
that-
Maybe, yeah, but then yes or no, right?
Math.
I mean,
We're boring you, Omer. You walking away and shit in the middle of our
But
deliberation.
maybe not, Christian. Like it could go either
He doesn't
way.
even have his headphones
Yeah,
in,
they don't
so
have
he's
to
not
ping
even
as a
listening.
baddie. The recluse.
So yeah, it says might. So it just depends on what Dwight thinks would be
Sure,
like
sure.
the
But,
most
like-
interesting or best, right?
No, I know that could not necessarily the case, but when we start narrowing things down, that can actually be interesting info. Any other info today?
Jofo,
Did you know
what do
that you
have
can
to-
assign characters to Dwight?
Oh.
No. Wait, isn't
Hey,
there a
yeah.
version of this game where we can nominate Dwight and execute
Yeah.
him?
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
advanced role.
Yeah.
and
I
that
would
is
say I would remind
Atheist.
Atheist. Steven, did you play an atheist game at the con?
It's a good idea.
Well, no, they were bluffing atheists. Ben Burns was bluffing atheists when
Yeah.
it was a Legion game.
That's what it was. All right. I feel like no
Classic
execution,
Ben Burns.
so I will end the day.
Can I? Oh.
Oh, you,
Christian, did you
No,
nominate
no,
anyone?
you're good.
okay.
I did.
Remind me which of the nominations. Oh, you nominated Brando. I remember now.
Brando, I hope we
Yeah,
got
yeah,
information out of that instead I got 0.
Yeah, no, I remember now.
What kind of info? Well, you know, but Brando did end up saying, at least giving a claim for what.
Steven,
Yeah.
did you hear my public call out of you on Rob's podcast?
No. What did you say?
I said that you said that I wouldn't care if I didn't get a deserved fishy and if it went to other people. You said he probably won't care, but now on all of the
Oh, yeah. It doesn't.
I didn't get that
It's screwing
too.
up your metrics. Screwing up your metrics.
fact checker.
I think that
Especially considering who you gave it to.
who got it that time?
Voldemort.
Wait, is that Gabler? different season. I don't even like what. No, what was the? Yeah.
I'll tell you later.
You really don't want us to know who got the fish?
Hey.
Okay, sorry. I was panicked. I was like, what are these buttons
All
mean?
good. I just thought you were talking, so I was gonna have to figure that out. But yeah, who's going to
No.
poison?
Okay, so I already did. The thing is, I kind of know like a lot of people that I don't need to look at, so that's fine. I did Christian first night. I feel like I'm gonna go. I mean, there is merit to doing the same person over and over, but until I don't know his role, I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna go with Jofo.
Jofo? All right. Thank you very much. Guys. He poisoned Jofo. Fishback attacked Jofo. This was unplanned. And Jofo's dead night 1 again. I don't... Oh my god. I hate this. I hate everything about this. I don't want Jofo being dead first night again. This sucks. This is awful. For being the mayor. Pride Month! Guys, this is just... Oh my god. I hate this. I hate this for him. Matt, I didn't do this. The evil team jumped him. Look at this. Steven chose Jofo. Puya just poisoned Jofo. He got jumped. I can't do anything. I wish I could. I was going to bounce it away from Jofo if Puya said any other name. Dude, this is... Oh my god. I can't do anything about this either. Like, there's nothing I can do. More like RHAP. What is for today? For the first day of Prime. Dude, I feel like shit. Like, I hate it when, like, my players aren't able to play a lot. And this is... Oh my god. Like, I hate this. I know, I really want Jofo to be monk, because, like... Dude, this sucks. I actually feel like shit. Because, like, I can't do anything about this. Lean into it. No. I can't. Yeah, I have to respect it, though, which is unfortunate. No execution. 3 and 4 get skipped. Oh, dude, this sucks ass. Like, oh my god. I don't keep playing, but, like, being the mayor is still fun in a game like this. And, like, I was happy to see him got mayor, and then he got double poison killed. Like, that, he attacked Jofo? That's insane. That's insane. He's still in the game, yeah. Alright. I gotta go. Yeah, hold on.
Or did I just...
Now I'm a Republican. He's literally apparently.
Alright. Good morning, everybody. For some reason, Pride Month is starting out horribly, because Jofo's dead first again.
Is that the meta? is that
This is a hate crime.
Hey. Like,
Wait. This doesn't make sense based on the information.
What's your... Can you share anything?
Yeah, what doesn't make sense?
I'm the mayor. So unless
That's
I'm
what
drunk...
doesn't make sense. Wait. Unless it means Dwight chose. Dwight said, you know what? I choose to kill
Dwight
people.
Dwight wouldn't do that.
Walk on the demon.
Dwight wouldn't do that.
Dwight, once again, we remind you, it's the first day of Pride.
That does make me just think I'm drunk.
Could he have been a marionette and he wasn't told yet?
Well, no, but why would the demon kill their marionette?
Yeah, that would make sense. But interesting. So,
wait, so you're not the mayor?
That would be the second outsider.
Or I'm the mayor that Dwight chose to kill.
That's
or he's drunk. Or he's drunk.
Not first 2 games
or
in a
by
row.
his reaction, he forgot I'm the mayor.
Wait, can I... Wait.
Let Matt out of the basement.
This isn't right. This isn't right.
Kirsten, do a chat with me.
Okay.
I see Puya and Fishback like clapping, so they realize they organized that quite well. I'll go to these.
So I'm the other outsider, and I picked Steven. So he told me I was good.
What
so
is?
then we could trust
Remind me
Steven
what your.
too.
Reminds me what your role does.
And then I become their alignment. So if I pick someone bad, I would have become bad. So
okay, so you stayed.
But I think the important thing is that we know if Kirsten's telling the truth of being the recluse, then Kirsten is an outsider. I'm an outsider. There has to be a Baron in the game, which added 2 outsiders. So if there's one more, if you have one other outsider, then someone's lying about their role. Because I think there's going to be 2 outsiders. Let me just make sure Kirsten's pinging you. You can go chat.
Okay, let me see.
Oh, lonely. Oh,
do you want me to stay or do you want me to leave?
No, I want to talk to people.
So I'm not sure if
someone told him it's a Chef Zero.
Right. So he could be like bluffing for you.
They're blaming me for what y'all did. God damn it.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a you problem, my guy.
All right, I gotta go because I don't want to get too much heat on me for this too long comment. Okay.
All right. So.
Wait, anybody else? Like who to execute next?
I was trying to, which would have given her time to get Recluse as a bluff if it was a bluff. I was originally going to say I don't think she would have just picked Recluse immediately as a bluff, but if she got it from But who was she in the room with? I don't remember.
I don't know. I never pay attention to that.
Yeah. Last game I wrote all of them down and it was great. This game I did not, and it is biting me in the ass. I could ask her and see if she tells me.
Yeah, you could ask her.
Well, let me know. Dwight, you can't be the bad guy in this game because there's no atheist, right?
Unfortunately, I can't be the bad guy.
My chat is telling me to nominate you, just for the record.
That is an illegal play.
I assume.
Okay. Ah! I took down her internet. I did this.
Okay. Well, I'll see you later.
Her internet's wait, what happened to her? Is she gone?
And what he investigated?
Right. That he said that last time.
Christian
right?
and Kirsten. And Kirsten.
That's right. He said that last. Yep. Okay.
Which means that Kirsten could be what is pinging as spy.
Mm-hmm. I tend to.
Yeah, I mean, Kirsten's probably what's pinging as spy. If it is Christian, he's probably a different role. I don't think that.
Yeah, Christian's pushing for people to get killed, which is reading as Undertaker, but who knows?
Okay, that reads as Undertaker or spy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just something I noticed, and it's just probably out of nowhere, but Fishback and Grace started talking to each other right away in the first round, which felt like just of the combinations of people that spoke to each other felt like a weird one.
Right.
So just something I'm keeping an eye on.
Yeah, we were gonna try to see. Do you remember who Kirsten talked to immediately?
Kirsten was talking to Puya. You were talking to Brando, and Omer was talking to Christian.
Okay.
And then I talked to Lavina because we were the only ones left.
Interesting. I haven't talked to Grace yet.
Yeah, I haven't either.
So maybe I should ask her what we talked.
But she told Christian that she's heard of 2 outsider claims, which is interesting because I haven't, and no one said anything last time around.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of another. I'm assuming I'm assuming you were the drunk.
I mean, unless Dwight just likes fucking with me, I'm assuming that's what it is too.
Keep me out of this.
So yeah, I mean, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can talk to Grace then.
Sounds good. Got my eye on you.
I refreshed the. There we go.
All
Why
right.
did you call it twice like that?
One was automated, one was me doing it. There's 9 of you alive. Takes 5 to execute. Steven, you have your hand up intentionally?
Steven has a question.
Oh no, I don't know. I accidentally. I don't know. How did you finally get your hand? How do I take it?
A spacebar.
Spacebar. Oh, okay.
Good. Feel free to talk.
So Jofo, you think you were definitely the mayor, not the drunk?
What? No.
You were
Reverse
the
that.
mayor?
I was told I'm mayor, but I got killed
We have, I believe, a potential conflict of outsider claims, and I think we should. I think we should
I'll
resolve
nominate
this conflict
Kirsten.
via murder.
Wait. Let's not do that.
I've
Talk
heard it
about
already.
Let's talk
Grace
about it.
nominates Kirsten. Tell me why.
I'm looking at your face.
Wait,
So,
why?
If Jofo was drunk, if Jofo's the drunk, then I'm an outsider. Kirsten's an outsider. Jofo's an outsider, which is too many outsiders. Jofo
How many
died at
outsiders
night.
are there?
I would
Unless
trust
there's a
myself,
Baron,
and
right?
But that's how that's how we got the outsiders.
And Recluse would be a decent bluff since because it pings us a lot of things.
Kirsten's the one outsider I fully back though. Like I do not.
Well, then excuse me, all of you voting. I get a chance to defend myself.
Okay.
You people, come on. I think, first of all, Grace is someone who's very familiar with this game. I'm someone who is not very familiar with this game. I got Recluse as my role. I went to my chat. I said, chat, what the fuck do I do with this? And they said, just claim it openly to start because you're gonna read as bad, so just claim it. So I'm just claiming my real role as someone who doesn't know what's going on. I was told first round that Jofo was the mayor, so I'm confused that he's dead. And then now people are apparently have been talking about me, but nobody has come to talk to me. And now I think Grace is lying to vote out a known good outsider.
All right. Are there anything pertinent for this?
For the record, I believe Kirsten.
I don't know.
Why would Kirsten pull me into a room immediately and tell me her role?
A true good person who pings as bad and might be throwing off any information that people are getting.
Grace, what role are you?
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, it's reasonable to execute you even if you're good.
Anything pertinent?
Grace, what role are you?
One or two
I think
sentences.
Grace is bad. I think it's more reasonable.
I think. Yeah,
and she could have picked an evil, so there's a possibility she's actually bad when I'm good. So we should be voting Grace out.
I will run the vote for Kirsten now.
Wait, Grace, what
Now.
outsider are you claiming?
Good.
I think if it's a Recluse game, it's still worth doing it, right? I mean, if it's a Recluse, I mean,
Oh, Brandon, don't do that. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Voting? What do you mean?
This is actually so fucked up.
Yeah. 4 is not enough.
Yes, it is wrong.
Kirsten,
Grace, who did you pick?
Stake for the
I'm
bet.
nominating Grace.
Wait, Kirsten, no, why?
Kirsten
let us
nominates
talk.
Grace. Tell me why.
No, if everyone is saying, "Oh, we need to vote out an outsider tonight," and Jofo's dead, and I'm already like up on the block, then we have to go for Grace because Grace actually could be evil, whereas I can't.
Hold on, if you think okay,
here.
no, okay, so that's true that I could have picked the bad team, but it still doesn't explain how there's extra outsiders.
Right.
Or you're lying, so you're either
We're
bad or
overthinking.
lying.
I think this is the exact same, like we just had a mayor game where there was a deflection. This makes a lot of sense to me that this could just be a mayor plain and simple, and we're overdoing it by thinking of outsiders here.
Which then means Grace is lying about being over, right?
Not if Jofo is actually the mayor.
The mayor.
Anything?
That's possible, right? Because it's Dwight's discretion.
Because it says it might. Like you might let someone else sign.
Yeah, and Dwight hates Jofo. He always
Dwight also
kills
might
him.
have let it go through because
What the hell?
I know Dwight knows that we've been talking about outsiders and how many outsiders and the fact there's a Baron, so he definitely could have just let it go through to try and do exactly
Okay,
this.
well, I don't think that I have to die for that. I think that someone else
I think
should.
so because
I
out of the
really
two of
agree.
us, you're giving more bad information. You can kill me because I have no more info out. Like I've done what I've done. You could definitely kill me, but I think we should have killed her.
I'll run the vote for Grace
Or
then.
somebody else who's bad.
Starting.
Why not both?
Grace, which outsider are you claiming?
I ogre many times.
Who did you pick? Who did you pick?
I think we should get rid of one of these.
Grace, who did you pick?
I don't know that I should say.
Why?
4 is
That's
not
what we should
enough.
say.
Grace stay for the day.
That's crazy. I'm gonna nominate someone then. I want someone dead. I think that out of everybody left here, the people that are the least suspicious, I mean the
Well,
most
wait, should we
suspicious.
I got in trouble for nominating. Should we talk?
Okay, fine.
Before someone else nominates?
Grace, why
I
are you
am
not
gonna
saying who you
nominate
picked?
someone, but I'd like to.
Ignore this. I just had to clear the screen. Okay, cool.
Grace, why are you not saying who you picked? I don't understand that.
Yeah, you need to tell us.
Because Grace is lying.
Yeah,
No,
you do.
Kirsten, let her answer.
Christian, should I say who I picked?
Sure. Why not?
Okay, I picked Steven Fishback.
Okay.
Who I was told, Steven told me he was good, and so then I'm good. But Steven could be lying. I don't really see why Steven would lie, but he definitely could. And then I'm bad, but I don't know I'm bad. So that's another reason.
We're good.
Me out.
We are good. Let me assure you.
I think we're good, but
yeah.
It is certainly possible that Jofo was just killed as a normal mayor kill. I'm not saying that
100%.
isn't possible. But that's but I think that is also it also makes a lot of sense for Dwight to ping it off the mayor onto someone else. And we have what's the harm of getting rid of one of these outsiders? We're screwing up. I think it makes a lot of sense. You don't offer anything.
But now we can't, Christian.
The problem is that's too late now. We've already.
I understand.
Yeah, we literally
that.
can't.
I'm making my annoyance known to all of you.
Christian wants one of me or Grace dead so bad.
I mostly Grace, but yes.
Kirsten, I'll also have you know that I was the vote that saved you.
I killed Jofo, now I advocate for the murder of Grace.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So well, if there were zero people
at
out
the
there,
investigation, like, should we look at Christian and Kirsten? Do we think that it just pinged on Kirsten, or is it possible that Christian is also bad?
Christian, do you want to
be bad, and then I didn't register as bad.
Do you want to claim? Do you want to hint? Maybe not in the public forum. Actually, then do you want to hint at what you are?
In a public forum, my exact role. Though I did come out hard as one of my roles to someone who I currently trust.
Okay.
Homer, you didn't respond to my message overnight, which I find weird from you.
What did you say?
You didn't respond to my message overnight, which I find weird from you. But I'm just gonna leave that there.
You didn't send me a message.
Oh, now you're gaslighting me?
I thought I nominated you. I would have nominated you if
I don't see a message here.
I think Kirsten nominated me.
Yeah, I think
Dofo, who do you want me to nominate? I'll nominate them right now.
No, I'm kidding.
I am a believer, Christian, that we should be.
I'll nominate.
Well, I'll nominate Steven Fishback.
Okay.
What?
Christian nominates Steven Fishback. Christian, tell me why.
That's actually very valuable information.
So the reasoning is I think that I currently am highly suspicious of Grace. Okay, and if that's the case, it implicates Steven.
Right.
Now it's also possible that she just is bad and just went to Steven right away as a cover. You know, and Steven's perfectly fine. and and it was just a cover for ogre claim. But it also could be a way to just talk to her minion across the way. So, but I would love to hear from Steven if he has anything public to bring to the table as a result of this.
Steven, your defense.
Yeah, I'm an ongoing information gathering role. I think it would be a mistake to kill me now. I can vouch for, I'll say I can vouch for Brando right now. And I think that it's, I think this is this.
Steven, just to be clear.
What? But I don't understand why I don't understand. I don't think why if Grace is an ogre and shows me, then like, either I'm good or I'm not, right? But I'm good. But if Grace is not an ogre, then why should that implicate me at all?
Because it's an
that would
excuse
kind of clear him, doesn't it?
To their demon to get a bluff.
Sorry,
that's an interesting idea. Yeah.
I'll run the vote.
Actually, that doesn't make sense. I take that back, Steven. That doesn't actually work. I apologize.
I'll run the vote for...
Are you going to unnominate me now?
You can't. I'm running the vote. Running the vote for Steven, starting now.
It does not mean nothing, Christian, I think, but
I think it
oh no, they took it down.
Clears him to me than implicates him.
One vote from Omer is not enough.
It was also an accident. I meant to undo it.
No, we're running. Wait, if
any nominations.
Kirsten's pinging is bad, and if Steven trusts at least Brando, we're running out of people for that chef 0. So I think we have to start.
I will end the day in 10 seconds. It sounds like y'all are not nominated.
I want to nominate Fuya.
Omer, nominate Fuya. Tell me why.
Because I trust Christian. I do think that Grace is probably bad. Lavina, I kind of trust. Kirsten, I do trust. Taryn, Fishback, and Brando, not that suspicious. The only one left is Puya for me right now, but yeah.
Puya, your defense.
My defense is that Omer is the one nominating me. So
I think that we need to tell someone though to get info.
All right, I will run the
nominate
vote.
Omer after this, so I don't have to vote.
I'll run the vote for Puya, starting
I got you,
now.
Grace. I got you.
I think this is a mistake.
From me, I'm most suspicious that. I think at the moment that Christian is. I think potentially.
One's not enough.
A vote off.
I'm gonna assume that there's about to be a nomination from Puya to Omer.
I'm gonna nominate Omer.
Yeah, I had it ready. All right, your accusation.
It's too hard of an O.
He nominated me. He thinks it's me, but then he thinks it's this person, but then he thinks it's that person.
Who's this
and his reads are just inaccurate, and I feel like he's just a lot of noise, not enough substance for me.
Omer, your defense from this accusation.
I think that this is not a good move for right now. Potentially in the future, who's to say?
All right, I'll run the vote for Omer, starting now.
I think we can say. And we'll say now.
No, I don't want to vote.
Lavina.
Okay.
So
You called me a Republican.
Voting.
Can I vote twice, please?
Oh dear God. Okay.
7 is more than enough. I don't think it's gonna be beaten today. I'll end the day in 10 seconds.
This is not good.
I think I'm most suspicious right now of Christian.
I mean, Omer, if you're being honest about your role,
The day has ended.
act before you
Omer
die.
has been executed and does die, and the game
Yeah, so
does continue. Everyone go to sleep.
That's
Wait,
weird
so
to
he
me.
said he was Did he say he was Slayer?
He didn't say what he was, but he indicated that he could do something at one time and that it wasn't the time yet. So.
Who?
We're fucking up the Undertaker, fam.
Christian? All right, sounds good.
Yes. Oh, thanks for the confirmation.
Yeah. He claimed Undertaker, so I just knew who you were talking about. Yeah.
Well, we're on the same.
I would never confirm a role, but I know who you're claiming. Yeah.
You're a great guy.
Of course. Oh yeah, I just fucked up massive. Anyways, they know who's Undertaker. He claimed it publicly. LOL. Listen, they knew. They knew anyways. I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
Who do you wish to kill?
I think Lavina. I actually don't know anything about her, but I do think Christian's got enough heat on him that and it looks like everybody else could be evil. I mean, I don't know if I believe Grace yet. I kind of am starting to believe that Grace. So let's do Lavina.
Lavina, right? Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well. Yeah, no, that was just a quick, very much. Yeah, I knew what he was claiming, but yeah, fuck up. And that's not gonna happen. All right, What do I show for Omer? Alright. Omer was claiming Ravenkeeper. Baron's fun. Could I also do Drunk? And push this outsider world more? Yeah, they know Baron's in the game, so I think just Baron. Drunk is a spicy one. Poisoner's more. Drunk. Drunk hurts Grace a lot. I'm between Drunk and Baron. Baron makes them lean towards not being on the same team as Steven. Wait, Baron pushes who is not the same team as Steven? Omer as a different team? I don't want to hurt I don't want to hurt Fishback mainly. So do you think Drunk is better or Baron? Grace, they need to waste time on Grace. Drunk might hurt Fishback. Okay, I can do Baron. Okay, as long as Christian dies at some point. Because I don't want Terran getting seen as Baron as well. Baron helps good team, other choices help evil. Interesting. Who'd Omer push on? Omer pushed... Okay. Yeah, Christian pushed Fishback, Omer pushed Puya. Omer being seen as Baron makes it look like Omer, Puya, different teams. I think I'm gonna go Baron here. Drunk, if I forget Omer's good. Omer was the only vote on Fishback. He said it was an accident though. If Grace gets you tomorrow, Chris will see her as Ogre and make himself a Kirsten, making Branson for look good. True. Yeah, to execute Grace. Yeah, so Drunk is probably the best option. Drunk is fun. Yeah, I'm gonna do Drunk. It's the funny option here. I think just because the chef thing is interesting. Yeah, Christian, put just stick on Christian, right? So do Drunk. They realize it's not Jofo. They think it's Omer. Christian might realize he's the Drunk. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do Drunk. Just the outsiders. I don't want outsiders being crusted.
I'm alive?
You're alive. You learned that Omer was the Drunk.
That's hysterical. Wait.
Right.
Oh my god. Seriously? Okay, well, I can also be poisoned. That's the other thing. Okay, the Drunk. Okay. But honestly, if I was poisoned, I bet you would tell me she was evil or something. Okay, alright, thanks.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, I made the right choice there. Because he said if I was poisoned, he would think that he would get evil. He would have seen through the Baron, so I'm glad I did Drunk. He just said he would have seen through Baron. Okay, so yeah, that was the right call. I gotta remember who I'm playing with too. Christian's so fucking smart. Alright, so that ended up being right. Alright, I think I end the day here. Yeah.
And then he said, "You're dying."
Good morning, everybody. No one died in the night.
Dwight?
Yes!
Wait. Oh.
Interesting.
Dwight?
That's great. That's gotta be Soldier or that's gonna be Soldier, right? Soldier Monk.
Or a monk.
What's your question?
Why didn't you call me in to find out the identity of someone?
Did you read your roll?
Yeah.
Read it out loud to me.
I can't because your face is in the way.
Oh.
No. If you die... Oh, no! Damn it. No. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Kind of be like the outsider this, outsider that.
Okay.
I for sure think you
Kind of role that could... it's not helpful.
Is he claiming the Slayer? Is that what it is?
Honestly, he was claiming something more vague than Slayer, to be perfectly frank.
Okay.
He was.
Okay.
But my information is I think that there is a liar amongst the outsiders. There's got to be a liar, in my opinion. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me that yes, I know that Jofo could just be hit as the mayor through, but we have these. I don't know. There's some. What do you think of Grace? What do you think of her?
I mean, honestly, I believed it. You know, I mean, she came to me and she said, "I'm the ogre. I'm choosing you." And I was like, "Okay, great. I'm good." Like, you know, and she was like, are you really good? Like, it's like as though she kind of wanted to be evil, like, and I was like, no, I'm sorry to disappoint you, So it didn't feel to me like she was trying to trick me, but it felt more like she was kind of hoping that I was bad and we could like be on the evil team together, But
I was gonna die, then Christian trying to get the vote. By that point, I nominated Kirsten first, so it doesn't really make sense. If he's just trying to get heat off Kirsten, then that's like potentially him just trying to make sure the demon doesn't get executed. But there's also 2 minions, right? There's a Baron and somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. All right.
All I know is someone tried to take a shot at me.
I think so.
That's all I know.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try to find Kirsten.
Who hates you and Jofa? So mean.
I know, what the hell?
Who would do that? Actually, who would do that?
I don't know.
Okay, all right.
I'll see you.
Vocal, but also with not a lot of like substance in his combo here.
Yeah, I mean, it's either him or it's like you, but I've already decided I trust you, so it's fine. Right. I'm going to believe it's him.
Yeah. The thing I'm trying to figure out is, because again, I'll be very honest with you, I just voted Omer because he talks too much. I don't know if he is bad or if he's like good. I have no idea.
He can be such a distraction that I understand wanting to, remove that, but what's confusing to me is he heavily implied he was Slayer to me and then didn't do anything. So I don't understand why he didn't use it.
Yeah. So now wait,
can I ask a question about Slayer actually? So like, if you're Slayer and you try to kill and you're wrong, that just means you die anyways, right?
No, it's not like the sheriff. Like nothing happens. Like Dwight will be like, what weapon are you using? You're like, a bow tie. It's like, all right, well, you tried and you couldn't strangle them. Didn't work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, so then, I don't understand what was going on with him. And then that almost makes me think that he was bad and lying about being
if he's a Slayer,
and then he's pushing on you so that he trusts you more. I feel like Christian has been weird. What do you think about Taryn? He's only been in private chats. I haven't had a chance to talk to him.
I've actually not talked to Taryn practically at all. We sent like one message back and forth in the beginning of like a good luck, and then I haven't really talked to him since. But also because in that first round you and I got on a private combo, then Grace and I got on a combo, I wasn't able to monitor the people to see who went where and who was talking. I don't have any of that early round info.
I think Brando's been keeping track of that if you want to talk to him and get it.
That'd be fun. I would like to pick his brain.
He brought me into a chat second day to be like, who did you talk to before me last time? Because I'm keeping track. So
killed or poison killed for all we know. But there's definitely a drunk in the game. That's what
Christian, give me some kind of like role information for you because it's super suspicious that you haven't even given me like a type of information.
You want to know what? So I am an information gathering role. Okay.
An ongoing information gathering role.
Yes.
Me too. I mean, but like I don't. I mean, do you want to give me more? Do you want?
Calling their darn chats.
Bye.
Dwight, are you wearing a shirt under your hoodie?
Don't call me out like this.
I was just wondering. I'm sorry.
I cannot believe you called me out again. No, not again. Puya asked me this the first minute of the stream, and you asked me this now. What is this? Maybe I didn't leave my apartment today. I just need to throw something on before stream. Okay, leave me alone.
Hey, I didn't leave my apartment today either.
Dwight, can you go and push Kirsten into the meeting? Her mouse died and she can't leave.
Oh, she literally left.
Hold on, let's see if this
She's
works.
literally out of her chair.
Yeah, she went to get a new battery.
I think that works.
There we go.
I did it. I just did night
battery.
Yeah.
Now, what were you?
I was the Raven Keeper, but I have learned that maybe I was drunk, which means I don't know if Jofa was drunk.
Wait, why do you think you were drunk?
I was told that my role was revealed to somebody here, and I was drunk.
Huh?
Wait, but who thought Jofa was drunk?
Everybody, because
wait, Omer, you didn't die at night. So if you were
I think Dwight was just being rude and didn't bounce it off the mayor because he bounced the last time.
Huh? Okay, I think this is a big distraction. That makes no sense.
No. Information out here, guys. Okay, this is gonna get out soon enough because I think I've told people that I don't trust my role anyway. I'm the Undertaker. Okay, so we executed Omer, and I was told last night he is the drunk. Okay. Now I could have been poisoned last night. Now that's the reasoning. So this is not Omer being sketchy. This is me just providing the information. Now I could have been poisoned. To be clear, although I feel like if I had been poisoned, they would have told me Ogre's evil, because frankly, it's believable. So that's the information that I got from that. So
what if he actually is evil?
What's that?
What if he actually is
I'm not evil.
Okay.
I'm the Raven Keeper.
He could be evil, and they could throw me off. But either way, I don't think it changes my opinion that we got to vote out an outsider claim today. They don't do much for us. We're
right. I'll nominate Kirsten.
Grace nominates Kirsten.
So insistent.
Tell me why, Grace.
No.
You just said we got to get rid of an outsider.
Outsiders, and she's the other one. Of course, she's gonna nominate me. She's gonna die.
Mine doesn't give wrong information moving forward. But Kirsten's dead.
It's true. If there's a fortune teller, you would proc for the fortune teller. Like, it just makes it harder to narrow down the demon. Like,
because I've been open from day one. If there is a fortune teller, they know that information, and
I will tell you that. I will tell you this right now. I'm okay with dying, so you can decide whether to vote me or Kirsten.
I'm not.
And you can vote, but yeah, Kirsten's not okay with dying, so we should vote out Kirsten. But
I didn't get to play the first game. I just want to play a fucking game.
Kirsten, you get to
Why do you
continue
think
playing.
we shouldn't kill Kirsten? Kristen.
Me?
Well, no, I think I'm more suspicious of Grace. That's the reason. Like, I think
it just seems like you're very insistent on one over the other.
Right. Yeah, because the way when I talked with Grace the first time, like, it was just such a weird logic chain I got from her. She tried to reflect on anything but there being another drunk in the game. Like, she basically tried to do anything possible to cover the idea that there's not another.
Kirsten, your defense. I haven't given you that yet. My bad. But Kirsten, your defense.
So my defense is that the only reasonable explanation people can come up with to vote me out is that I could be fucking up other information seeking roles, but I was open and transparent from the first second of the game, so any information seeking role would be able to work
everyone's
around
taking all the
that.
input with a grain of salt.
But we're trying to solve the puzzle, right? And if there's also a world where you are the demon, right? And you're just claiming recluse. So we eliminate that world by eliminating you. If there is a fortune teller, you would ping for them in a way. But if we vote you out and we're trying to eliminate outsiders, it's not a crazy thing. And it's not I think the reason why this is my time to defend myself, Grace, not your time to pile on further. So the other thing too, right, is now I've lost my sense because I've gotten annoyed. I'm just people can work around this information. Nobody is taking any other information to be the gospel truth. And it's fine if you want to kill me to just get the discussion taken off of me. But I'm a good person and you don't want to take me off the board. I can vote alive better than I can vote dead, which is only one vote.
Right. Are there anything pertinent for this? It's been a long nomination discussion. 1 or 2 sentences.
Yeah, I have something. Sorry.
Okay.
I think that I think that as a group, and I may be totally wrong here, we should be more confident that Kirsten is her claimed role than Grace is her claimed role.
Yes.
And so that's a reason to kill Grace.
Why?
Because Kirsten has been upfront with her role from the very beginning.
I said my role immediately.
Grace.
No, you didn't.
Grace has been upfront.
Many people.
Say it to some of us.
I said it to the.
And Grace came to me right away, obviously, and told me. Grace came to me. I bought it.
I will run the vote. I'm running the vote now. Some discussion. Yeah.
I think it makes sense to get one ping off the board.
In terms of, I think that if you have a bluff,
is really insistent on a
you
specific
are eager to use the bluff that you
have. I have a much stronger suspicion on one of them, and it shouldn't really matter that much theoretically.
3 is not enough. Any further nominations? You also have 3 minutes to talk.
Reminder. Nominate Grace.
Christian nominates Grace. Tell me why.
Excuse me, it's my time to make a nomination. All right. It's my time.
Accusations.
Spicy Clocktower.
So I put it into the chat just so I can put my thoughts out there, just because there's a lot of crosstalk, that I think that we're getting a lot of panic for voting out one of these 2 outsiders. I'm not sure it's Grace, but I'll tell you, whenever I talk with Grace, it just the logic chain of what she was saying just didn't make any dang sense. And also, one of these outsider claims gotta be bad. We just failed on the one on Kirsten. We should push another one through. We lose the ogre, and guess what? If I live through the night, and guess what? I get to confirm that Grace is in fact the ogre. So I think it's a great kill.
Grace, your defense.
So my defense is, I think that that's true, and you can just kill me. That's fine. I've said this, and I won't change my opinion that you shouldn't vote for me. But I also think that Christian's logic is now not making sense because he's saying, we should do either one, but actually it should be Grace and not Kirsten. So
we gotta choose one of them. We can't execute 2 at the same time. I've always said my preference has been. I'm saying I've never said, oh.
Excuse me, this is my time for my defense. I'm just kidding. You can go ahead.
I think we should vote for this.
I will. Are there any pertinent? I'm gonna run the vote. Yeah.
Lena, Kirsten, I think we should vote for
running
this.
the vote for this.
Omer, not you.
All right, fine.
Yep. I think this is she's imp to Scarlet Woman. That's my hypothesis.
7 is enough. Grace is on the block. Any further nominations? It's 2 minutes, but I feel like y'all aren't gonna beat this. But if y'all want to discuss this time, go for it. I need the restroom. So talk.
We're definitely not going to beat this, right? At 7.
Is Carson going to take control of this while you're in the bathroom?
All right, just mute Omer. Mute Omer.
Great.
Get out.
Your
internet provider is sabotaging you right now.
During Pride Month. It's very appreciative. Dwight, thank you so much.
Allyship. Anyways, be right back.
I will point out that Fishback and Taryn seem to be the ones that were, in terms of voting correlation, made the most sense for trying to back up Grace here.
Steven, if you're bad and didn't tell me I was bad because you thought I was left, I'm going to be so mad. I wanted to be bad.
Okay, so here's my thing has been, I think we should kill one of them, and I've thought we should kill one of them. My suspicion has been that while Kirsten, you've been saying that, you've actively defended Kirsten and really pushed.
No, I didn't really.
I haven't even talked to Christian in this game, just for the record. I have no idea what's going on with him.
He's not like.
It's just like
When you said that my logic was wrong, can I ask what you were talking about? Because I would like to figure out if I can clarify anything. And I'm dead anyway.
Yes. When we were talking and you told me your reasoning, I did not agree with it.
That we thought Jofo was just drunk, and then there was an extra outsider in the game.
I was in the room.
It didn't make any sense. It didn't make a lick of sense.
It does make sense. If Jofo's the drunk, you suggested this theory. You were the first one who suggested it.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. I was just saying, in general, your logic was trying to drive away from the notion that that Jofo could possibly be the drunk. You came up with every excuse where it could not be the case.
I never said. The whole time I said that it's also possible that Jofo is just the mayor. The kill went through. And that both Chris and I. But if we're in the situation where now people are saying we have to kill one of the outsiders, then my opinion is that it should be Kirsten. And I think the logic here is that Kirsten was more offensive about trying to be killed.
We'll see if I survive the night. We'll see if I survive the night. I'm a juicy
target.
Oh,
cool. The day's over. Grace dies. Everyone go sleep.
What a surprise.
Oh my goodness.
I want my Ravenkeeper information.
I feel like anyone who's ever me knows I'm gonna fight back against getting voted out in any game. I don't understand.
Hello. Oh my God.
Okay, so I need to like give you all my thoughts here.
Okay, go for it.
So I'm going to. So okay, well, what's funny is I actually got an instruction on who to go for, but I was already going there anyway. Because my question was gonna be, and I'm not doing this, so I don't know if you can answer or not. My question in doing this is that in the event that, let's say, I had poisoned Christian here, does he end up getting a scuffy roll, or is it like does he just get good or bad? Like what does the Undertaker see when they find out about the ogre is what I'm asking. Just a general question. Oh, by the way, let me just make sure that you know I'm poisoning Lavina, but I just want to clarify.
Figured, yeah, I'm reading chats.
Yeah, okay.
So the Undertaker, if your question is about like alignment being revealed, Undertaker only sees a roll. They do not learn alignments. They only
so okay, that's good for us actually, because I think that then confirms that Grace was this. They might still push a vote for Kirsten next anyway. That's fine by me. I've already pushed that to Kirsten that I think Christian is bad, so that's easy pickings. Okay. And oh fuck, who was I gonna check this night allegedly as the fortune teller? I was gonna look at Brando, and I was gonna look at Balls. I'm gonna look at Lavina, unless she dies. Actually, yeah, if someone dies the next round, I would have checked them already, right? That makes sense.
Fortune teller can pick dead players, so there's no reason that wouldn't be legal.
Oh, even after, like, for example, I could check Jofo and Brando right now if I was the fortune teller.
Yeah, if you wanted.
Fascinating shit. Okay, good to know. Thank you, bro. Sorry for taking your time.
All good. He is bogus. What's up?
Hi. So I'm hoping that Puya has poisoned Lavina, and I'm hoping that she's a soldier and it's not a monk save, which I think is reliable. So I'm going for Lavina again.
Lavina again. All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks.
The issue with this is a good play. I like this. They're coordinating. It now reveals poisoner for sure. they were suspicious about during Jofo, they now know it is Poisoner game. But this is very coordinated, and I like this. So now I go straight to Christian and tell him the truth. Hello, Christian.
Yes.
You see Ogre.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Oh wait, actually this is incredible. I take it back. This is incredible for evil. Because it reveals Poisoner, but it confirms that Christian was not poisoned. Because Lavina's gonna die. So they know for sure that Christian... I think this works out for evil more than they realize. Because they don't even realize the fact that they're guaranteeing a poisons elsewhere. So this is actually so good. If they can push this correctly. Yeah, Kirsten's probably gonna get voted today. Brando dies, leaving Christian and the evil team. The only way they win is if Christian happens to get Fishback and gets dead votes on it, but I don't think they're going to push Fishback here, because Fishback has been building a rapport with Christian from what I've seen. This has been a very good evil game for sure, and I think Grace did a good job of like diverting some attention, intentional or not. So, let's see.
Fake? Because it's a Roxroy Twitter account!
Of course
Good
they were fake.
Morning, everybody. Lavina died in the night.
Oh my gosh, Lavina, this is a hate crime.
A little shocked I'm
Lavina's
not dead.
poison. Does that mean there's a poison?
Wait, this doesn't make any sense.
No, that does make sense, because if they tried to kill her last night and then failed, they would know they had to poison her to kill her again.
And then die.
Okay, yep.
So Christian, what did
Wait,
you
Christian,
get?
did you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd
I
you
got
get?
Ogre. I got Ogre, but I think that there's got to be a drunk in this game. Someone has to be
Right,
drunk.
you got Omer as drunk, which means Kirsten's bad.
No.
I don't
Wait.
think
Wait.
so.
Didn't he literally say he got a reading of drunk on someone earlier, and now he's acting like it's just a speculation?
That there's
This
still a
is
drunk in this
weird.
game.
No.
Yeah.
Can I explain, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes,
The
yes.
reason, because the other opportunity is that I'm a drunk, right? That's the other thing that could be happening, right? So but
not
either way, there
Well, either
must
way,
be a
there's
drunk.
two accounted for.
And the reason I say here,
So the only way that works though is if I
one
was
of you are
fake
poisoned
claiming
as
ogre.
bad,
drunk, you're poisoned.
That's if I was
now,
fake claiming ogre as well.
Yeah.
so-
Christian, the Undertaker not being killed after claiming Undertaker is. I have to be honest with you. It raises some suspicions.
I think they could. I think being out in the open and being poisoned, I think is another reason that I'd be alive. I also could
But then
have
how
been.
did
but if you're
Lavina
poisoned,
die?
die.
But if you're poisoned, right? How do
Poison Lavina
exactly?
can die. Yeah.
Unless Lavina wasn't the soldier, but I don't know why.
No, Lavina could be like
that means I would.
second
that
one
means
of
I
the
would be
game
drunk.
if she was the
They could know I'm
soldier.
the drunk.
Damn.
If there's a spy, they can know I'm the drunk, but I don't think there's necessarily.
You're not the
spy.
drunk.
Why would
Didn't
know
you
I'm the drunk?
say, Christian, already that someone else
mean,
was
it's only
definitely
'cause
the
of my
drunk?
logic.
From
I'm
your
just
read?
explaining
We
that
have
to
the
me.
two
Explain that
outsiders
to me.
immediately. Why are we overcooking here?
Yeah, I agree. Like
Bad.
you've got Grace as the ogre, right? And so if Lavina is the soldier, then he must have been poisoned.
Unless I was
So
the drunk.
either Christian, either. Well, but you said you got Omer as the drunk. You said you got Omer as the drunk.
Then I'm gonna give wrong information about who the drunk is.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I think we should. I mean, Christian's not the drunk, but we get.
Why? do you
I think
I'm the drunk?
there's some problems with
Okay,
Christian's
if there-
testimony.
Okay, the problem,
Right,
Christian, is
yeah.
that the only way you'll believe that you're the is if I'm the ogre. So I know that you're not the drunk because you didn't get wrong information. So
No,
But
may get
that's
wrong
fine, that's
information.
fine
I would throw
that-
it back at you. I might get wrong information. I'm not against voting out Kirsten because she's an outsider playing, but I just.
Oh yeah, now he wants to vote me out because he's at risk. This is crazy.
Do I sound really desperate to stay alive? No.
see, but there has to be a third here, right? There has to be like a third person
Yes.
in the mix, even if it's just Kirsten and Christian.
Too much. I feel like he normally talks more, and that's making me nervous.
That's
Not
That's
that, like
true.
that's just a read on Puya, but
he could be their third.
yeah, he could be the
Um,
poisoner or something.
He could be the poisoner. Maybe he could be the imp. Just like being quiet.
But I feel good about you and Fishback. You know, something about me this game was just like, you know, I'm gonna trust, you know, the white men in the lobby. You know.
I mean, look at who's dying. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, I'm gonna talk to Jofo.
Okay, sounds good.
Are you trying to get me canceled on stream?
No. You know what? I tweeted about Pride Month during this stream. I think we're fine.
Chat's been yelling at me saying I'm gonna get canceled since the beginning because I'm not doing enough.
Because Jofo is the mayor and you killed Jofo.
No, they're just mad in general.
Which is a hate crime during Pride Month.
Listen,
so
if whenever Jofo died, I was like in both games. This is Pride Month.
How could you let this happen?
Genuine both games. It's like, how can you all like, guys, it's the game. Do I stop Stonewall? Guys, please. Oh no.
Chat, everybody report Dwight's stream. I'm kidding. Don't. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh wait, can I? There we go. Hello.
I think it's just Christian, Brando.
I think it's Christian as well.
I think
was
it's
talking
just
to Taryn
Christian.
about that. Yep.
I was talking to Steven about it. I think it's just Christian.
Okay, sounds good.
Unless Lavina's lying, but I don't think Lavina's lying. But Lavina couldn't have died.
Well, I could be drunk, or she could be drunk. I mean, I think that it's also possible that I was either poisoned. There's also the poisoning, and there's also the drunk, right? And we can just, if we write off Jofo as a coincidence that he decides to do it, then one of us could be poisoned, one of us could be drunk. That explains both.
Why are we writing off Jofo? He's a human being.
He's at the center of
Steven, if you publicly claimed your role at this point, I want to. You have like it. You have. I don't want to put you on the spot.
You could have told me the truth, regardless, but I don't necessarily believe that. But.
I think Christian is the safest kill here because he's been at the center
The
of so many.
Undertaker, the claimed Undertaker, is the safest role.
Who's miraculously alive 2 nights after claiming Undertaker?
The brother of the Undertaker, the big red machine.
I'll nominate Christian.
Like this.
Already, Taryn nominates Christian. Tell me why.
I think that there's too many outsider claims. I think that one of him or Kirsten has to be bad. I'm more inclined to believe it's him. It could be both, but I think that he's the more likely, and I think that he's the safest bet.
Kirsten, I don't think it's necessarily you. To be clear. This is real bad. This is real bad. This is the Undertaker claim. It's my chance to respond. Great. I can understand why you're pushing on me because I've been loud about the previous vote. But if I was saying that, then why would I claim that I was right? I was wrong about race.
That's a good point.
And also, I am claiming the Undertaker. I'd say good job marshaling the votes, Steven. I have to say on this one.
Right. Yeah, Steven's bad.
Well, I just feel like you can't lie about Grace's role because then you're in conflict with her. And
could you all explain? I would love to get the explanations why you all think I'm bad. Seriously.
Well, there's so much, Christian.
There's a lot of misinformation being thrown out. All this outsider talk. When I feel like we already kind of got that result early.
I will run the vote.
I think that this is actually ridiculous. Christian
now
is
okay, never mind.
Pause.
Everyone's over talking. Anything pertinent? 1 or 2 extra sentences from anyone. Anything?
I actually want to defend Christian. Although far be it from me to defend Christian after last game.
Brief.
I don't think it's going to help him not get voted out, Omar.
However, I don't think it benefited him to lie about people's roles and make it look like he was inconsistent on his own. I think that the people that are benefiting from this are the quiet people at the bottom of the screen who are lying.
Great, I'll run the vote for Christian starting now.
They're not scissors, Brando. They're hemostats.
Oh my! Oh, I should have known that.
Come on.
Yeah.
I have not once heard that word.
So guys,
what is that?
They're a little pinchy.
5 is enough.
I was hoping to talk to Puya today to get a sense from him. Sounds like he's already made up his mind on me.
You have 2.5 minutes.
Yeah. In your speech, you said outsider claim, and I want to make sure that that's just like the same thing as like drunk.
Because if there's a drunk, there's an ogre, and there's a recluse, then one of them is lying. One of them is not true.
I want to nominate Taryn on this.
Christian.
I'm trying to find out who the epicenter of this evil team is.
Nominates Taryn. All right, tell me why, Christian.
So I definitely know it's not me. I'm the Undertaker. It would be good to get an execution tonight. I am also shocked that I'm alive. I assume that must mean I've been poisoned. I think there might be a poisoner and a Baron in play. Well, it's got to be a Baron in play. So there's a poisoner and a Baron and an imp. I was trying to logic out last night. I'm going to filibuster the hell out of this because I want to get the it's not even technically done. I honestly don't. Other than just the weird defense of Grace from Taryn, I don't have a ton to go on, and he's pushing it on me. But it sounds like everyone is. So but yeah, okay, all right. That's all I got.
All right.
Seriously, though, it's really bad to kill me.
Taryn, your defense.
I don't know. I feel we already talked about it.
Yeah. And I will say, I mean,
The
like,
only-
if the fact that I'm still alive must means I'm being poisoned anyway, but which is not.
You can't be poisoned, and
But
it's just
Lavina
where I
had
feel
to
like
be
you keep
poisoned,
ignoring
yeah.
that. Yeah, that
one of us
Lavina
is
could
drunk,
be-
one of us poisoned, or great, you know, one of us is drunk, one of us is poisoned, or Omer was poisoned.
I'll run the
Either
vote.
way, the good teams keep me alive for some reason. The evil teams keep me alive.
I'll run the vote for Terran starting now.
Fishback, Terran, Puya's.
I think honestly, it could just be as simple as I was building it. It felt like it was building up suspicion on
The
me
only
this
thing
round,
I
so
don't like,
kept me alive.
I think Christian still could be evil, but the fact that there were so many
Zero's
votes
not
makes me
enough.
think he's not the demon. Is the only thing I
That's such a good point.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Yeah.
But it's too late. They've already got what they
Why
want.
hasn't Puya said anything like all game? I'm a little
I
confused.
know. I
by it.
feel the
Well,
same.
safe-
And if
the
he's
safe
the
vote
poisoner,
out
Terran,
the
then it's like
Undertaker. To be clear, Terran.
then you've gotten rid
But
of
he
the
might. But he.
at least too.
But he could be a minion, right? And they're like they don't want to like go down with the ship.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Nobody's defending. I still think that's what I think is actually happening.
Puya, where are you at in this game? Because you haven't said much in the public space.
I've talked quite a bit, not in the public space all that much, but I've been in a lot of private chats, if that helps.
Oh, no, it doesn't really. Sorry.
Well, I'll get you in a
Puya
private
is
chat in
so
the next
clearly bad,
round.
I'm
How about that?
Puya,
I got
look
you.
me in the eyes and tell me you're good.
I'm good.
We got
Thank
three evil. We got
That was
three
just a
evil
personal
left
thing. It wasn't game related.
Right. Do we?
No, that was just for you. That was all
Pause. It
for you.
sounds like no one's pushing it on to anyone else. Should I just end the day early, or do you wish to have this
Brando,
time?
nominate Puya. Brando, nominate Puya. Take a shot.
I'm okay with this.
I want to put a marker back in my original post in the public thing that it was that Grace, Fishback, and Terran. But I think that the amendment I want to make is I think that Grace could be just the evil ogre who picks Steven. That's
Okay,
why
if I pick Steve, I don't think there's any way this is a marionette game, but if I pick Steve and he was the marionette before he found out he was the marionette, and I've been evil the whole time, I'm gonna be so mad.
I know. Grace came to me and said, I really hope you're evil. And I was like, I'm really sorry to disappoint you.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I think
Maybe,
with the Poisoner and the Baron, I don't think it can be a marionette game. But
I will
Yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead and end the day then. It sounds like
There's gotta be drunk. There's gotta be Kirsten. Right?
Christian
Why
has been
did they intervene
executed
instead of Kirsten?
and does die.
Because you're
I would like to,
Game.
guys, go to sleep.
And then wake up because the game is over.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm about to do it.
Y'all can't actually murder Brando on night 5. That would be so mean. That was quick.
surprise night.
Ignore that.
Yeah, I do apologize to town. If we lose, I think I bear a significant responsibility for this.
Yeah,
I came into this
mastermind.
game and said I'm blindly gonna.
I mean, I poisoned Brando.
Okay, cool.
Hello.
I don't know why I woke you up. This was
Oh.
an accident.
No, you saved me. I accidentally said that Terran and Fishback were grooming me instead of marinating me. So I think it's best that I got out of that
Oh,
conversation.
just to be here for a bit? Yeah. I'll let them sit on that for a minute, you know? Let that fester.
Mhm.
So that's great. How are you doing? Confessional time.
I'm fantastic. You know what? Life is good. I went to IKEA yesterday.
I see you have some, at least a couch in the background.
Well, this I already had.
Oh, I didn't see that
These
before.
I already had.
I see.
And this I already had. But I got a kitchen cart for when I do my pizza streams. And I got drawers for my office.
Oh, nice.
So
Are you streaming tonight?
we're good. Yeah, not pizza, but yes, I'll be doing Pokemon or something, I think.
Nice. All right. I'll turn that on before I
Anyways,
leave.
life is good. It's my birthday next week.
Oh, yeah.
So that's also good.
forgot.
6900. Anyways, I'll stop burning time and let you get back to the next person.
Godspeed, soldier.
Thank you.
Who do you want to kill?
I mean, Brando for sure. Okay. I mean, I guess I could have self-immolated, but I think that would be worse. Brando.
Okay, sounds good. I just talked to him before he died. What a shame. Is he the fifth? He's dying on night 5. Fifth tribal council. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, dead and poisoned. What a shame.
guy.
He's gonna say me. But
Good
right.
morning.
Well, yeah. I mean, if
I still am suspicious of you.
Good morning.
One of the reasons I exited the conversation so quickly.
Why are they already in chat? What the hell are they doing? I haven't. What the? Get your ass back here.
What happened?
That's hilarious.
He's in chat. Why are y'all chatting already?
Because it was morning.
You're dead, Brando.
On night 5? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
One of the people is not suspicious. They want to push it on. We actually might have a Fishback, Terran, Puya all in a row. Terran maybe claimed as Chef Zero and is keeping Kirsten alive as the recluse to kill.
I've literally been saying that for weeks now.
Yeah. Yeah, you're well.
The game's been going on for an hour.
Find the demon then. And the problem is that if Grace chose as Ogre Steven, then she's evil. So we actually have almost no room for error on this vote.
Yeah.
There's 4. So
well, you have to get Lavina and Kirsten and Brando.
Let's try to figure it out via the chats here. Who's talking to who?
Okay.
Okay. Who's talking with Kirsten? Puya. Puya's talking with Kirsten. Brando's talking with Terran. I think that Steven, Terran, and Puya are
I'm gonna
all
work on
splitting
Kirsten
up.
because Kirsten has the power to pull in Lavina.
Yeah.
We need to get all 6 to vote together.
Yeah, so we all got to vote together on one of them. So let's talk with so what do you think? What's your read, Omer? I'm sorry.
I think that it's Fishy, Terran, and Puya, and one of them has to go. So, I'll vote for any one of them.
Okay,
I would vote for
I gotta
Puya.
talk with Brando. I gotta tell him he's getting like ass-lit.
Yes.
Been messaging me, which makes me very concerned, and I feel like that's a little. Bruh, we were talking. What is this?
That is hilarious. Okay, bye.
I think there are 3 evil people left. I think that she was the ogre, but she chose Steven. And that would mean. So I think that it's probably Fishback, Terran, and Puya, and they're all splitting off and trying to convince different people.
I feel good about Fishback and Terran because days 1 and 2 they gave me information that worked with my information.
Maybe one's the spy. What do you mean?
That's true. They could. You're right. They could have been. Well, no, there can't be a spy. If we're convinced that there's a poisoner, a Baron, then there can't be a spy.
But why? But oh, god damn! I just don't buy. There's so much convenient voting all together at the bottom of the board there, and Puya would go and Terran would go after each other if for all kinds of things. I don't know.
I'm nervous that
what was your role? What was your role?
Oh, I was the investigator. I got you or Kirsten was the spy, which you think is wrong because of the roles, and then also because Kirsten's the recluse. I still don't feel good about Puya. I don't think he's talking enough. He's usually very vocal and he's very quiet this game, at least publicly.
I'd be fine with the Puya vote. We got to get this right. I think we got to get this right today, or else we lose.
Yeah.
Now we might be able to.
So many outsider claims.
I think that he was probably poisoned when Omer was when he got Omer's read, and then he got Grace's truthful read, which was Ogre. It's just that it might have been that Grace was a bad Ogre.
And then,
but Fishback, I asked Fishback.
Drunk. You were also poisoned?
No, I think maybe. No, but that seems unlikely. I think I was probably just drunk.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway. Okay.
Okay.
Person before this meeting.
Do we?
Then you should have done it earlier.
She wouldn't accept.
I was talking to people.
All right.
You need to vote with the side of things, Kirsten.
What?
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump out of the mid-sentence. I apologize.
Oh, good.
Oh, no, you're fine. No.
Why aren't they joining?
Why is this not going away?
Where's Puya?
Okay. Hello.
Good.
Okay. It is. There are 4 people alive. Same as last game with 4 alive. The options you have: you can choose to go to sleep because you're taking a 1-4 shot demon instead of 1-3. However, same as last game. If you think there are 3 evils alive, then you would need to take a shot at demon today, because if you wake up tomorrow with 3 evils alive, the game will inevitably end with the evil team's victory. So it's up to what you believe is currently the state of the game.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, if the 4 living players say they do not wish to nominate, I'll respect that and go to sleep. Otherwise, feel free to discuss. Yes.
Question: if it was 3-1, if it was 3 evils, 1 good, would the game already be over?
Nope. Game will not be over because.
So
there's a dead buzz.
I started this round by pulling Steven aside and asking, "What did you get last night?" I got a very weird pause, and then I got a 0, which And then he said 0, which makes no sense because he's next to Kirsten now, who's the recluse.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think I might be poisoned. That's exactly what I said to you. I said like
I know.
I got
I
a
just
0.
don't believe you. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I've been I'm the empath, which I guess doesn't matter anymore. I've been getting I basically have got 0s all game. So I trusted Brando and Taryn out of the gate. And I got a 0 last night, which to me is weird. Because
why is it 0 suspicion? The empath can proc as innocent.
The recluse can proc. Yeah.
I mean,
well, so that was
recluse,
I thought the recluse could have procced as innocent, but I think the storyteller would probably proc the recluse as bad, right? Because if we are really at the end game, so I think that I probably poisoned last night. I think there's reason to think there's a poisoner in the game.
So because my suspicion is that it's Puya and Kirsten.
Okay.
But the
and Jofo, I paused. Oh, sorry.
I think are two.
That's interesting.
Like, I don't know if we can skip because I'm like, if Fishback is also bad, then we're in trouble.
I'm
more inclined to believe it's Puya over Kirsten.
Why is that? Why do you think it's me?
Because you've been more quiet all game, and she's been in trouble the whole time.
I don't think I've been quiet. I think I've been very vocal. I think there's
you
something
get
going on.
And to be honest, one point Puya asked if he should share his information more openly, and I told him to keep hiding it. So I'm sorry, Puya.
Yeah.
What's his information?
I mean, it's got me this far, which is good.
What's your information?
So I'm the fortune teller and have been from day dot. So I've got quite a bit of info for you here.
Please.
So night one, I got a no on Jofo, yourself, and Taryn. Night 2, after Grace sorry, not night 2, round 2. So Grace shared Ogre with me and said, I'm Ogre, and I chose Fishback, and Fishback said, good, so we're good. I fact-checked it, checked both, got a no. What was then interesting is when I checked Lavina and Christian, I got a yes, but after all the stuff that's been going on, we talked, I think Christian was my red herring.
That's it.
Potentially what I'm thinking.
That's it. Yeah.
And then I had checked Brando and Taryn, and I had gotten a yes, which then leads us here.
I think you might have saved the game, Puya. I think that Lavina, why do you trust Puya so much? At this point, cards on the table. Like, because I'm trusting Puya because you trusted Puya. What was the reasoning? Yeah, go ahead.
Because he told me all of this, at least half of it. He told me that he checked the 2 of us, and then he told me that he checked Grace and Steven.
And Kirsten told me she was reckless immediately, and I've not looked at her since because I have no reason to. It'll give me a false positive.
So that is Taryn and Fishback?
Has he been saying this throughout the game?
It's Taryn. I think it's
yes.
Taryn. I think this last
Puya said this rounds ago to me.
I think Brando star passed. I think it's Taryn.
No, Puya and Kirsten have been chatting so much. I feel like it has to be them.
I said it today. I said I choose someone to believe at the start of the game, and I just rock with that the whole game. Puya's the person I chose today. I messaged him before we even started saying I'm recluse.
Puya nominates Taryn. Tell me why.
I just based on all of the information we've had, the getting sus now this late in, I feel like this is Taryn's like last attempt to try and put something, and I feel like Kirsten still being in and me being the #1 Kirsten defender does make me look weird, but 100% I'm backing that this is Taryn.
Taryn, your defense.
I think it's way more likely that it's Puya. I think that it might be all 3 of them, so we have to get the vote in. And I just think that they've been working together the whole time. They were both in on the Christian outing, even though I thought Kirsten and Christian were working together, which makes me feel like it might also be Fishback. But I think Puya makes the most sense as the imp. He's been the most reluctant to talk publicly.
All right. Anything pertinent from anyone to give you like this last day? I'll give you a little bit more time to talk, but anything pertinent quickly.
Should we be voting?
We should be voting.
No, we should not be voting here. Don't waste your dead votes, guys.
Wait, why are we voting? Why are we voting?
Okay,
I'm saving mine for Puya.
I worry that there might be 3
put a
people
couple in just so that there's not some like tie shenanigans that could happen.
I will. There's nothing else pertinent. I will run the vote for Taryn, starting now.
If Puya's bad and has been getting me all game, then that's crazy.
No, we're super clear.
You don't need the dead votes, Lavina. We don't need your dead vote.
Well, too late.
5 is enough. Taryn is on the block. I'll give you more. I'll give you another minute, of course.
Is there any world where Lavina was the imp in Starfast and she was never the soul?
No.
Ignore this
Okay.
timer.
Well, that's great, Lavina. Thank you.
Ignore that timer.
How would nobody have died once? I guess someone else would have to be the soul.
What's your minion read? Do you think Steven's a minion?
Yeah. Okay. Great, Steven. That's great. Thank you.
I don't know. The thing is, I've not really talked or looked.
All right, I heard it. Taryn nominates Puya. Tell me why.
I mean, I've already kind of explained it. I just think that Puya and Kirsten are working together. I think that they've been working together the whole time. They've been messaging the whole time. I think it's way more likely that Puya is the demon.
Right, Puya, your defense.
My defense is very simple, is that I have literally given you most of the game-saving information here at the very end. Brando, if you're not bad,
if we tie
put your vote away. Grace, don't waste your dead vote on me here.
All right. Are there anything?
Imp and simple.
Anything pertinent for this
Fishback
nomination?
not voting on this makes me.
Jofo, I think we do need your vote.
Puya.
If you.
Right.
Well, we don't have fishbacks right now.
If we don't have Fishback, we've lost, I think.
Yes.
I'll run the vote for Puya, starting now.
No.
Fishback has to think it's Puya, which I'm very confused by him not voting here. So.
I didn't want it to tie.
That's the thing. The tie would just dead the round.
You should also, Fishback, you should also know it's not tearing the entire game. You should have wanted a tie.
Kirsten and Fishback, do you wish to nominate each other?
So,
okay.
Fishback's back.
No.
Kirsten and Fishback will say
Should
no.
I nominate him? Should I nominate him?
I think it's too late, but he's bad.
No, because I wasted my dead vote.
I won't at this time. If Puya's told me this whole game, he deserves the
All
win.
right. It sounds like no one's nominated. That means Taryn is executed and dies. Everyone go to sleep.
It's not over?
I said everyone go to sleep, didn't I?
And everyone wake up.
This is horrible. I wish I just let y'all vote me out at the.
Have to ask.
Hello. I guess I'll be. What?
I have to ask. Who do you want to kill?
I think I'll do Kirsten today.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I like that. Right.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah,
well, officially over with one more demon kill. Is that not
yeah,
right?
but like nobody's like, but I feel like Dwight would be like, when demon kill, the game is over.
Well, I would, but I just want to see, who the demon would kill. But the game is over, and the evil team has won.
Yeah.
So let me go through everything.
You guys scare me.
I told you Puya was a liar.
Let's start with.
Listen to me, dude.
What do I want to start with? I'll start with Brando, the investigator, who saw one of two people as the spy. I showed Christian the Undertaker because, well, that just makes sense. You want Undertaker as a good spy bluff, and Kirsten the recluse. On the first night, I did it out of order. I asked the demon who they want to kill, and I was like, oh, I gotta find the poisoner. The demon chose Jofo, the mayor. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna bounce this. I can't let him die again. And then the poisoner picks Jofo without coordinating. It was a complete accident. The poisoner and demon happened to get the mayor. I cannot bounce at that point, meaning the mayor just outright dies.
That's crazy.
Then the next night, the poisoner chose to poison Christian after Omar got executed. So then, and Christian, you said something there, I was like very glad I caught it, because usually I wouldn't show it as evil, but I was like, Christian, probably see through that, I'm just going to show Omer as the drunk to cause chaos with outsider count, and that ended up working out. Showed Omer as the drunk to Christian, caused chaos to the outsiders, and then later on, the demon and poisoner coordinated to kill Lavina. Y'all executed on the last day Taryn, the Baron.
What?
Whoops.
Yep, and then you had Puya, your poisoner, and Steven Fishback, your imp, meaning Grace, you also win as the evil ogre.
I did it! MVP!
Yay, Grace! You were over. You were evil the whole time. I'm so sorry. I almost told you. I really was so close to telling you, but then
I was gonna say that you made an enemy for life, but actually, this is super.
You guys are crazy.
I won. So I won the game.
I
was hoping for the full 3 sweep.
Those 3 were bad.
I was wondering.
I feel like we were really close.
I figured as long as she doesn't vote for Steven, we're fine.
Yeah.
So that's hilarious.
I was really close, but then I was like, if anyone could pull this, would do this bluff, it would be you.
Yeah, so the fact is that you managed to pull in particularly Kirsten and Brando to marshal against me, and the fact that I was right on 3 out of the 4 evil.
Well, Christian, it helped that you kept pushing for Kirsten, and I was like, bro,
I wasn't really pushing for Kirsten much.
But you were
I said,
talking
like,
about
it's
the
gotta be
outsiders, right? And like I feel like that worked in my favor because I was like, well, I trust you because you told me your role.
That's also funny that the outsider thing that we got wrong, we didn't even in the way that we got it right, we didn't even get it right. That like, it did go through, but it was because of a poisoning, not because.
Yeah.
Right.
At
It's
least
not just that Dwight let it go through.
between the outsiders, we
Brando, I'm
did
so
vote for
sorry.
the evil one.
Yeah.
I hate you all.
This
think
is
it
how
was
I
my best
felt when I
game
got
yet.
voted
I
out.
won.
I listen. The last thing I said to Puya was, if you're bad, you're playing a really good game. So that's true.
And the
He
last,
was. He did a great
the
job
last
with me.
message I sent was to Taryn. I was like, I'm about to put sus on you and Brando. Heads up, I've been lying about fortune teller reads.
I thought that was so funny because I'd already been doing that.
Perfect. That worked perfectly. That worked perfectly.
I got groomed so hard. That's crazy.
Hey, Christian,
Brando, you had the reverse experience of me.
Christian, we're gonna have our.
expected to be groomed. I did not groom you.
Brando was more impassioned than Grace.
Kirsten earlier.
Christian, we're gonna have our chats from like day 2 where we said Grace
Exactly
and
what
Fishback.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. At least look. It actually makes it worse that I had 3 out of 4 right.
Christian,
I couldn't do anything
so
about it.
Steven, your move was good because I was so convinced Christian was so wrong because I knew what I was, but I didn't know I was bad. So I was like, you're not getting you can't be drunk, you're not poisoned, so it was very effective to.
I mean, that's the argument for not telling, right? Is it becomes a very, very convincing ally. I need to go because my kids are apparently losing their minds. But it was really fun playing with you all. Thank you so much for
joining.
Great game.
Yeah, I will say I had a lot of fear on the day that Grace got nominated and Kirsten got nominated. No one's on the block, and then I think Kristen, you nominated Fishback afterwards. It's like we might as well get someone. And I was like, if he hits the demon on a random shot, I'm going to lose my mind.
The reason, actually, what I didn't want to throw too much sus out, it was because she chose him, and also the way that he sort of defended her in a weird way. It was very it made sense, but it was more than just a random.
No, it makes sense. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the worst point because there was no reason to suspect him other than the fact that Grace was now pointing at him.
That's still that's a fair valid reason though, because Ogre could an evil player taking an Ogre bluff and confirming their evil partner is a good thing that could happen. So especially I'd say I don't want to give you guys a strat, but it's possible for an evil person to confirm their teammate by picking Ogre and being
that was
I'm good.
I think that was Jofo's theory, was that Grace was lying about being Ogre and was just confirming the Fishback.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn it, it's not correct, but it is correct.
Yeah, that happens a lot in this game. That happens a lot, but yeah.
Well, it's funny because in the after Grace mentioned I picked Fishback and he said I'm good, I thought, okay, so Fishback lied. I don't know why. And then I realized, because, Grace is the type of player to do something menacing like that, like lie about being Ogre just to bait a baddie. So then when we got into a chat the next round, he was like, should I tell Grace? I was like, honestly, let's hold it for now and see what happens. Because I don't know.
I'm not mad that I did get to. I feel like it helped the evil team.
Big time.
Yeah, because I
very
trusted
nearly
Steven so much, and then
yeah, that's another reason.
I
very
found
nearly
that
brought you
so
into it
suspicious, though,
Grace,
I don't know
to tell
how
you.
I got that conclusion, but I found it so suspicious the way.
And this is another reason why some people don't tell their marionettes. Yeah, having someone who truly believes they're on the good team can be invaluable because socially they're gonna even psychologically they're gonna read it so good. A marionette not knowing they're evil can vouch for a demon accidentally so hard, which is sometimes why people don't tell their marionettes because they truly
also
think they're good team.
for Ogre in particular though, it's valuable because with marionette there's no reason for them to protect you, but with Ogre, the reason why I didn't need to go talk to Grace is because I was like, she'll never vote out Fishback.
Yep.
She'll never be a vote against him because no matter what, she's on the same team as him.
It's also the luckiest that I picked the imp and not.
Yeah, I gotta say
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
this takes nothing away from your excellent win, to be clear. But I think that when it happened was when you have 4 out of 6. I think you guys had a great strategy. You pulled in 2 people. You pull in 2 people that believe you. You run the game, and that's what happened. I mean, all the people that I agree with are up at the top here. And
Kirsten and Brando were like Tarzan and Kat.
Actually, you know what this was? Omar, earlier you mentioned this, and you were talking about the Onion Alliance. It was actually just an Onion Alliance. Steven had me, Taryn had Brando, Puya had Kirsten.
Omar, I will remind you, you got absolutely snowed last game, so don't call people out.
Yeah.
Listen, I am not pretending to be good at this game. I told y'all I'd choose someone to trust and I trust them, and about 50% of the time they end up being bad and I lose as a result, and it's fine. I don't care. It's still fun.
When the game ended, I
Brando
kept
immediately
thinking
was like, Taryn, I'm just gonna choose to trust it.
Well, yeah,
I said the
exactly.
same thing to Fishback.
Christian, at the end of the game, I was like, oh, we really messed up by like being so hung up on the outsider thing and trying to figure that out. We shouldn't have. It actually when I realized, oh, I think I might have actually just won the game. But I was like, oh, that was really good that we got hung up on the.
There was a lot of information. I mean, to be clear though, I mean, in my minorest of defense, there was a lot of gaslighting by Dwight to make me think it was an outsider problem.
Yeah.
In the game.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
But
Can we acknowledge that
At
Dwight
one point-
didn't count the Jofo kill?
I couldn't. He was poisoned.
Yeah, can we stop picking me first? Booyah, Christian.
That was Steven.
I didn't choose. To be
I
clear,
just
I didn't
wanted
choose you.
To be clear,
killed
I
Alina.
couldn't kill you. All I did was I poisoned you because I was like, if you have any detecting or anything, I don't want you to get that info. And then later found out that, oh, you were the mayor and you died because I poisoned you. I didn't know that at all.
I will let you know, the reason that first night took so long is I was panicking in the chat being like, he's dying first again, guys. I can't stop it. What do I do? And chat is canceling me.
Comes into the private chat with me and Fishback and says, I'm taking the brunt of your murder here. They think I did it. And I was like, all right, Dwight, don't just leave. You did this.
Chat was just like, yeah, you're getting canceled. I'm like, guys, please, just stop. So, yeah, no, I'm an enemy of the state now. Thanks for that. Oh, I'm uncanceled. Great. Okay, lovely. I'm uncanceled according to chat.
Yeah.
By the way, so Dwight, from a larger meta view, I have two things I want to ask. One's a question, one's a suggestion.
Yep.
Okay. One is, did us not executing? Did we not execute the first 2 nights or one? Night?
You didn't execute on night 1 or only on the first day you didn't execute.
Only first. Okay. I feel like it's because Evil was able to take control of the game numerically, which I think could have just been a great play. I didn't know if it makes sense we should start executing more.
So
number 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go on.
In the 10-person game, you can because like Troll Brewing is a 1-death script, so eventually you're gonna have to skip at some point. You can skip on 4, but skip on an even number at some point. The thing is, then they tried to attack Lavina, so that gave you guys an extra night to not skip, but it wraps around being an odd number again. So it's a weird thing there, but I think skipping was not the worst idea.
Okay.
Thanks for the raid, Booyah. Appreciate it.
Number 2, just in the first game, one thing that was really challenging is that when everyone is strategizing at night, when I'm trying, you did your best, Dwight, to like try to ping me silently as to who to kill. It makes it really. I thought it made it really tough on the evil team when all the plotting, everyone's coming up with their hypotheses as to who to kill, and the evil team has to figure out who to kill.
Yeah.
And yeah, then you notice someone who's gone too, right? We're like, that
yeah.
person didn't
So during the last game, I tried, I think with Christian, and then with this game, Fishback and Puya, there's a way to wake people up in the night with just a wake feature. Yeah. Sometimes people just don't know how to use it, so I'll like send it to them. They don't know how to do it, and then I just go and try to be like, try sending it. Just tell me who you want to kill, or do it quickly. But yeah, I think when I notice you're talking about trying to listen, I'll just do the wake thing.
Yeah, no, you did a good job there. I just wonder if there are people, if other online groups discourage strategy talk at night, like a soft lockdown. I wonder if other people.
I will say in when I play in person, the night is also when a lot like people are just have eyes closed, you back up and talk. People just talk theories about the whole night too. So I think it's part of the game where you speak at your theories at night. Like the limitation of it being online is you go into private chat, you can't hear anything. But a kind of limitation of that is as well, and I've had it happen before where because in person games you have your eyes closed, Sorcerer taps you and wakes you up. Someone will be talking a theory, they're evil, the Sorcerer taps them and they stutter or like they stop speaking for a half second, and people catch that. So it can be more dangerous when and I think it happened. Y'all didn't catch it, but I was watching when Fishback was trying to kill someone. I sent the wake thing to him, and it was when Omer was talking to him about his theory. And Steven stopped, was staring at the screen, confused on what the thing was, and asked a question over like, wait, who'd you say about killing? And I was like, if they had caught that small thing, they realized Fishback got an alert. But that's why I hesitate to do it sometimes for people who've never seen the screen before. I don't want them to stutter in what they're saying, and then they get called out for, hesitating when just people leaving. Like, Steven's claiming an info role, so him leaving anyways is fine. Terran's claiming an info role if I pull Terran is fine. So, like, people leaving isn't a guarantee of being evil. A lot of roles in the script wake up anyways. I think all the evil bluffs were, empath fortune they woke up. Bluffs were empath fortune was chef, by the way. I think all 3 of you took one of each.
I was so scared of there being a chef in the game.
Yeah.
That would have been so bad.
Yeah, no, I told Steven, like, there's a chef, don't worry about that, you're fine. There's chef bluff at least. But yeah, I also was
chef would have gotten like what, a 4?
Chef would have gotten a 2. I would never register cursing as evil in that chef there. Okay. Absolutely not. Because if I do a chef 3, that tells you guys that the Recluse is next to everyone, which is a confirmation of it's either Christian. It confirms to you that Omer, Jova, and Brando are not evil. So I cannot do that in any world.
Yeah. And I will say that this game was, I think it felt like, I feel like a good evil win should feel sometimes, where like it's just like the evil should steamroll sometimes. And I'm glad that we got that this time.
Yeah,
I gotta hop, you guys.
Of course, all good.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Bye.
You know, definitely it's
yeah,
one
we
of
did.
those,
So that Christian, I've thought the same thing, especially when I was doing stories.
Thank you, RHAP,
like
appreciate
how
it.
much text was happening at night, even just not spoken aloud, just people messaging each other. There was so much.
I've watched all those games played, so it may not be as because I know
wasn't even being spoken
everything that happened in those games, but I can look up other games like that. But I've watched a lot of Corey, Man of Medan. Yeah, I watched all of Corey Until Dawn.
For instance, Fishbag message.
So I can look at games similar to that.
Can you have
or like other choice-based games? It'd be fun.
Because I want to kill her, and then I was able to get that past that to Puya.
I've seen Detroit Become Human. I haven't played it.
Very much like.
I mean, I haven't seen as much of it. So that one game I'm interested in. Detroit Become Human.
I don't
I might
remember
do.
Maybe Christian or Grace at that point. And then when Taryn Mez was like, all right, well, I'm doing Lavina now.
Forgotten
And then Taryn
City?
was like,
I'll look into
please
that.
something to confirm. And I just sent the letter Y. I was like, really quick, while I'm talking to Dwight, let me send this off.
Oh yeah. Oh, but speaking of which, so Puya, you poisoned me the night I got Omer's reading. Was that just a gut shot call, just to throw me off sense?
He knew.
No, it was once you were very much pushing to get someone voted out. I was like, I feel like you kind of are the Undertaker, and that kind of confirmed that. And then I was like, you know what?
Yeah, at that point, I had heard that you were claiming Undertaker.
Oh,
yeah.
How did that get back to you? Interesting.
Yeah.
Might have been Omer.
It was
so
not
my
me.
question is, did Omer not get a Raven Keeper?
No,
I didn't.
He died during the day.
Fake.
He was voted out, right?
No, he was
Oh,
executed.
true. It wasn't a nighttime
Yep.
kill.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That's
didn't
also
pick it up.
funny.
tell you.
I remember that day, and I was
Undertaker.
like, I said, Puya, can somebody nominate Omer so I don't have to vote Puya out? And in my head, I was like, oh, I just think Omer might be more likely to be bad, which was totally wrong. But as the evil team, it was totally right.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
So funny.
So funny, Omer.
Good undercover work, Puya.
It's great that Omer started the day completely defending Christian and being completely wrong, and then ended the day completely defending Christian and being completely right.
True.
Perfect.
Poetic. Christian had his defenders on the top of the circle. We were just
Yeah, I'll tell you. Look, I had a fun time. That was the first time I felt genuinely gaslit.
Yeah, same.
Like,
actually,
I was like,
must be nice to only be gaslit once. I'm gaslit every
it makes
time.
some sense. It makes sense, and then the entire half the board's like, "Oh, Christian, what you say makes no sense at all. Everything's so wrong about what you say. It's so wrong." And it's fine. It's part of the game. That's the first time I genuinely felt.
Christian, I think there was a moment where you had said it, and then I was like, no, I really don't think that could be true. Mostly because you were like, if you're the one who's drunk, then I'm there, and me knowing I'm the ogre was like, no, I know that can't be true. But then I remember you doing, and then I remember Joe being like, no, actually everything that makes sense. And I went back to it, I was like, oh yeah, I think that is.
Yeah, it's like actually everything he's saying makes perfect sense. He has an explanation for everything. We don't need to do
my
this.
my
He's already
plan was
dead.
when I saw I was Baron. First of all, I was like, thank God I'm not in. Because I'm always the demon.
Pressure.
And I was like, oh, this is perfect. I'm gonna tell Fishbag he's my marionette after what happened last round. And then he turned out to be my demon.
So I went to Steven and it was like, and then he was, which is like, I feel like way too much 3D chess for me to in this game. And he was like, is this a bluff? And I said, no. And he said, okay, no, I'm good.
he told me, he was like, Grace said she's the ogre, but I don't know. And I was like, let's just keep it
Not
on
a
the
move
down
I
low for now.
would do, but maybe
Dwight, I'm gonna jump. I enjoyed the 15 minutes I was alive this afternoon.
I'm also gonna leave.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It wasn't my fault though. Blame the others.
Thanks
for joining, y'all. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Oh man. Brando's face at the reveal was so.
Brando's face. You crushed him, Taryn.
Oh man, it was like a Daniel Murphy face.
Yeah, those were fun games. Yeah, Christian. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I'm glad y'all had a good time with those. That was a good time.
Oh man.
Oh.
No, you all had it was great strategy. I think how much of that was emergent, or how much you're like, hey, you go grab one, and then you know.
I very intentionally went to Brando. Quickly.
He said he gave him information that you could have. That he said he believed you because you had information that bought him very early or something.
So what happened was I went to Brando, and he said, "I'm just gonna trust you. I'm investigator. I investigated these two people, and I said I don't really have anything right now. And then I talked to Fishback, and he gave me Chef, and I was like, okay, I need to go back to Brando and be like. And he also said I'm empath, and so I was like, okay, perfect. Then Fishback talked to Brando, said I'm empath, I got a 0, and so that made Brando trust him as well. And then I was able to go to Brando and be like, I talked to Fishback. He said you were good, so now I'm gonna trust you with my info.
Got it. So basically, sort of like you did like a little triangle cross-reference with switcheroo on that made everything. Okay. Now I'm trying to learn from you guys so I get better. So.
And then I just ignored Puya the whole time. He just worked on. I was really Kirsten and Lavina seemed to be really locked in, and so it was on Puya to get into that.
Yeah, I wanted nothing to do with talking to Taryn because I feel like if I talk to you a lot and then I don't suss you, it'll be very weird.
We had so much credibility. I mean, also you had so much credibility going into that last round by being low key. I mean, well, honestly, you did get a lot of suspicion from people being low key, but honestly, there were so many bad people that we couldn't. It was hard to say, oh, all 3 confidently must be bad. We all have to choose a thing. And then once you threw out a hypothesis as to who could it be, I'm like, you know what? It's something to go off of. At this point, I don't know.
What I was really hoping for was that Kirsten would nominate, because if Kirsten nominated me, it's game over no matter what, because we wouldn't nominate each other. She can't nominate Fishback.
I didn't even think of that.
So how would you handle? I mean, at least I knew the right targets, but how would did I overstep this round, which made it easy to go after, or what?
What you asking me or the players?
I mean, I think that like your information helped a lot because there were all these claims. So first I really tried to hammer on like you're saying we should take out one of these 2.
Yeah.
But you were only really pushing on one, which is like maybe not something you would do, but something somebody would do if they were trying to get a specific target out, saying, "Oh, there's a general strategy, but it's this person." And so I tried to like keep that top of mind.
I caught that. Definitely, that part I caught. I saw what you did publicly.
And then when I think, and that wasn't like super convincing or anything, but then on top of that, when your information conflicted by Omer. When your information conflicted with the outsider story, where it's like, there's a drunk, there's an ogre, there's a recluse, there's too many outsiders. Somebody's lying here, surely.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. I appreciate it, Taryn. Good job.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks y'all for joining. I'm not gonna be doing the Clocktower next 2
I mean, you were
weeks,
definitely
I'm muted into them.
The biggest obstacle in the way at that point.
Oh, really? Okay. I still wanted I don't want to feel like I just tanked it all for town. That's all I was.
Oh, you did not. I can tell you that.
No. Yeah. The reason we had to take you down is because you were the closest, I think, to solving it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, you definitely. And by after you died, you were really starting to put together the 3 of us as a group, which is why I immediately took Kirsten aside and I was like, "Yeah, so Christian bad." Christian just bad.
I should have talked to Kirsten. I should say one thing I have a very hard time doing is like grabbing the right people in this interface. Like, oh, go grab this person. I really should be better. Like there were times I never talked to Kirsten, so she was always suspicious of me, I think. So anyway, no, it's great. Yeah. Thanks for post game with me. I mean, I thought that it was. I loved the movie you did at the end. It came across so credible to me. So.
Dang, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like I spent a lot of my goodwill on this game. So
Christian, I was really worried you would be the one to see through the me and Puya battle and look at Fishback instead. Yeah. So when you were like Puya's making sense, I was like, oh, thank God.
It is exhilarating. I hope you're having more fun with these ones, Taryn. Than I know it was rough when you were the seamstress all the time. But like, hopefully you got some payoff.
I enjoyed a lot more when I'm not the imp.
Same, honestly. Like what I learned here was that because I could play knowing that if they kill me, they kill me. As long as I don't defend Steven and don't have to deal with that, I'm fine to go. I don't care. And that helped me like really push through. Christian, are you back now?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back in the States. I'm done with travel.
Who's tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. I can do that.
Yeah,
great. I appreciate it. I'd be thrilled to do that. Thank you.
Heads up for y'all as well. Like the next 2 weeks, I probably won't be doing Clocktower just for Oh, well, that's fun. That's fun. It just shows my email. That's cool.
Right? That wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay, we all
I
got.
got kicked out. Yeah.
Okay, it kicked me out mid-sentence, and then it just immediately shows my like personal information login. So yeah, that's gonna be taken out of the VOD. Anyways, what was
Wait,
I?
can you do that for me?
I don't know. It did it for me, and I was like, oh, that's a great.
Thankfully, I've ended straight. Dwight, I would say quickly go change your password.
It didn't show that. It just showed the yeah. They didn't see the password or the length. Luckily.
Oh, that's good. Then you're fine.
But still, my email being out there is annoying. Anyways, I won't be streaming the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I'm going back home for my sister's like wedding or wedding celebration, and then next week is it's a video game thing, and I'm doing something. I'm pretty busy, so yeah, it's a long story.
What video game thing?
Destiny 2 new raids coming out. I'm gonna be doing that, and I'm probably gonna. It takes 24 to 48 hours, so I'm gonna commit to that. And if I finish it on Friday, I might message people last minute Friday, but it's unlikely. Like I doubt I'm gonna do anything next Saturday. So let's be real. It's probably gonna take.
I
forever.
love that you kind of like said it's like a video game thing. Like the three of us are not gonna understand video game.
Yeah, you sounded really ashamed of that.
Yeah.
No, it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. I forget what I'm talking to, but I just like don't explain it sometimes because like. But yeah, I'm a huge Destiny 2 player, and then Raid's coming out next week. The DLC comes out on Tuesday, and I'm going to be grinding the fuck out of that. And then the Raid, I like doing the day one raids, so I'm going to do that Friday, Saturday.
It's like a computer, but like imagine like a pinball machine. There's no actual ball. Like it's all like on a screen.
It's all virtual. Crazy. No, it's funny because last year's day one raid for Destiny, it was the same weekend that I was living in San Francisco at the time, and Carla was visiting San Francisco, and she's like, yo, Janine and Dwight, you want to come out to dinner? And I was like, I'm busy. And then the day one raid usually take like, I'm not playing like all the time, but I have like I do like LFG, which is looking for people randomly, but it takes like between 14, 16 hours in the past when I do it. This one, last year's was the easiest ever. It took me 8 hours. I told Carla, oh, I can make it suddenly. I'll be there. So like, I wasn't planning on going. I just told her I was busy with like school or something. But this one they said it's going to be hard, so I'm assuming it's going to take literally a day, possibly. So that's why I'm not gonna stream Saturday. Like
one
most
last
likely.
thing, Dwight. I have a bone to pick.
Oh, go
you
for
gotta
it.
tell your employer to allow us to disable the AI box when you Google search something. Please have that changed.
You know?
I don't want that. Yeah.
We'll talk offline about that one.
Okay. All right. I don't want to get you in trouble. I'm sorry.
All good. All good. I will not comment, my employer. Surely no one's watching.
Not comment. Dwight said we have always loved Google and we have always been at war with Bing.
Exactly. Bing, down with Bing. We hate them.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Thanks, folks. Great playing with you.
Yes.
Have a wonderful
Thanks, y'all. Appreciate it.
Take care, y'all. Have a good day.
Yeah. See y'all. All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Appreciate. Why? Oh, I'm on my own stream because I was watching Puya. I had Puya on my window high, so now I'm rating my own stream. So that's funny. But yeah, no, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it so much. I am going to so guys, next 2 weeks I probably won't be streaming. Well, next Saturday I won't be streaming. I will join Goose Goose next Sunday because I assume that the day one raid I'll have recovered by Sunday. Next week I'll be out of town the entire weekend because I'll be visiting home. I will say, I'll tweet if I do. Since I'm not going to be streaming this Saturday, I might do a stream Wednesday to make up for it. I haven't decided yet, and if I do, it'll be a short stream. I need to text someone alone, figure out what they're doing. But I may do something on Wednesday with a few friends. I might do on a fucking Fortnite with Carlos. I'll text people, but I do want to make up stream just for the sake of, Twitch not being like, hey, you're trying to play for a partner? What the hell is this 2-week break for? So we'll see. Anyways, but yeah, appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the support so much. It means a lot to me. I'm glad y'all are enjoying this. But yeah, I'm gonna send y'all over to TPI, of course, because they're streaming. Honestly, I would say it's still so surreal that I'm streaming alongside TPI and I'm getting like half to like 2/3 of their viewership. Like, it's insane to me. I'm super grateful for that. Like y'all are watching this so much. Y'all are enjoying it. I'm very happy. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying the game so much. So yeah, we played your first game 2 weeks ago. Love to hear that. I hope you had a good time. Hope you keep playing games. There's a lot of good Discord communities online as well to find to play. So yeah, definitely Oh fuck, I need that too. Oh my god. But yeah, no. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying it. Okay, TPI. I think this is right. There we go. Okay, storytelling is so much fun. But yeah, send you guys over to TPI. They are playing. What are they playing? I don't know what script this is. It's a custom script. It's a Leviathan script. I love Leviathan, so y'all should hopefully enjoy this game. But yeah, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Goose Goose, and I will maybe set something up for Wednesday. We'll see what we do. If not, I'll see you guys next Sunday after this upcoming Sunday. We'll see. It's a disaster. My life is always a mess. But yeah, the players are improving for sure. They're improving a lot, so I'm super happy about that. But yeah, I will see you guys soon. Bye.